What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 43 of High Crimes with your hosts, Shabisky and Timothy the Great. Yeah, that was so weird how I did the intro there for a second. For a change. Alright. What's up, Red? I see Red Eye was here. Robertson and stuff. Everyone hit the like button. I thought more people would be with me and Timmy. I thought Gene might be here. Thought Dirt might be here. I thought Drunken Crow. Oh, Drunken Crow's here. He's the greatest. You gonna come on cam, Drunken Crow, and show your beautiful face? But you're beautiful. You only add to the beauty of the stream. Oh, I forgot to unmute. Okay. Forgot to unmute part of it. You guys, I'm sorry. I messed up. So, but what's up, Drunken Crow? Cool guy. Yeah, is it like a day off for you?
Yeah, I get Sundays and Mondays off.
Yeah, right. I don't believe. Not for a second. Garbage. That garbage. Alright, let me... Two Guns, you want to come on the stream with us? Huh? I'll give you a dreidel. I'll give you a
menorah.
Yeah.
We'll light the menorah for you.
I don't know what that is, but I'll give you a dreidel. I know what that is.
It's for Hanukkah, the candle thing.
Oh, that thing's called a menorah? Oh, that's dumb.
Like
that's
that.
too close to manure. I don't like it. Alright, let's get this going. You're chilling? You better be chilling, Two Guns. Okay? That's what I if you didn't say you were chilling, I was gonna be so mad and have to yell at you. Alright. So now we're gonna cover like a mean mom or something on this. I don't know. I haven't watched this video, like all these episodes. Also, shout out to Iwu Crew here. Explore with us. We're watching their video here. We're covering that and reacting with our amazing commentary. I believe I need to update the link in the description for this, but I'll do it. Don't worry. So, I guess let's get it started. Shut up, Dingle. We're just getting it started, you doofus. Alright, here we go. Ready for this, Drunken Crow? Wait, hold on. Let me get another beer.
Ooh. Wow, Crow, you shouldn't have said that.
What the hell, Crow? Piece of crap. Stop saying that stuff. Whatever you said. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's get this started. Let's go. It's gonna be...
My sister admitted to a crime.
Oh, and we like to make jokes about these crimes and stuff, but we take these crimes very serious. We just like crude humor on these shows, okay? So, viewer discretion is advised.
What type of crime?
I really don't want to talk about it anymore.
What was the purpose of putting those things in pots?
To put them down. I don't remember. I just started cutting. I put 2 of them in the oven.
When Jimmy Schaefer went missing, it was assumed that someone had kidnapped him. Yet the truth of his actual fate is far more bizarre and gruesome than anyone could have ever expected.
Yeah, murder is bad. Don't do murder, because murder is bad. Okay? Murder's bad.
Not only was the identity of the culprit completely unimaginable, So was the horrific discovery that a few of Jimmy's body parts had found their way into someone's oven.
What's going on?
It was an
My sister
accident.
needs to be Baker acted, and she needs to talk to a sheriff's officer.
Why does she need to be Baker acted?
She has pills, and she's threatening to take them, and she's admitted to a crime.
What type of crime?
I really don't want to talk about it anymore. I would like to see the police officer in my front yard, please.
Okay, well, they're on their way, but they have to drive there. And while they're driving there, I need to get some information from my deputies.
She's currently being investigated in a missing persons case.
Okay.
On April 3rd, 2013, Candy Medina started to suspect that something was seriously wrong. Candy lived with her boyfriend, 36-year-old James Schaefer, nicknamed Jimmy. However, she hadn't seen him since he'd left the home the day before. Jimmy was employed as a driver at Blue Diamond Limousine, a limo rental company in Deltona, Florida, and had left for work around 3 p.m. on April 2nd. He'd reportedly had an assignment in Tampa that night. When he didn't return home that night, Candy wasn't surprised. Jimmy had chauffeured trips that had lasted days at a time before. Later that day, Candy called Jimmy's boss to make sure that Jimmy was still at work. What she was told made her blood run cold. Jimmy had turned in the money from the Tampa trip and left work hours ago. He was actually supposed to return to work that afternoon for another assignment, but he didn't show up or call. Candy waited restlessly for Jimmy to return home, but day turned into night and Jimmy still wasn't there. She immediately called Jimmy's father, Thomas, who he spoke to on a regular basis. She asked whether he'd heard from his son recently. However, Thomas hadn't spoken to Jimmy in a few days. At that point, Jimmy hadn't been seen or heard from in well over 24 hours, so Thomas reported his son missing. Thomas later received a call from Jimmy's boss letting him know that Jimmy's red pickup truck was still sitting in the company's driveway. The obvious first stop for detectives looking into what happened to Jimmy.
Should we do a ghost thing after this stream?
You want to?
I don't know. Drunken Crow loves them because he believes in ghosts.
No, I don't.
You do. I told you do.
Jimmy was to visit Blue Diamond
He's
Limousine.
a believer.
He's
The
a
same day
believer.
the missing persons report was made, police pulled up to the small limo company where a mechanic claimed they had actually witnessed something unsettling after Jimmy returned from working the Tampa job, and just before he went missing. According to the mechanic, he was asleep inside the residential area of the company when Jimmy woke him up around 3 a.m. He told him that one of the limos was having problems. The mechanic went outside and started inspecting the car, and from where he was, he had a clear view of Jimmy walking to his truck in the driveway. Jimmy was standing by his vehicle when a dark car with tinted windows and its lights off crept up and stopped in front of the property. Though the mechanic couldn't see the driver, a voice ordered Jimmy to come to the car. According to him, the voice sounded like that of a man. Jimmy walked over to the vehicle, and the same voice told him to get inside.
Get in,
Jimmy
Jimmy.
complied, and the car drove away, still with
We're
its
leaving,
lights
Jimmy.
off. Though Candy hadn't seen Jimmy, she had received a text message from him stating that he was having to hide out from someone, but that he was all right. She stated that while he allegedly owed several people money, she didn't know of anyone who'd want to harm him. Investigators spoke with nearby residents in hopes that someone could provide information that would lead to his whereabouts. It was then that they first made contact with his neighbor from across the street, 40-year-old Angela Stoldt, and she had some interesting details to share. According to Angela, she'd seen Jimmy in the very early morning hours of the day he went missing, after he'd left work around 4 a.m. It was behind the Deltona Winn-Dixie where Jimmy, accompanied by an unidentified man, made a cash drop to Angela in the amount of $150. She explained that she was the payee for her friend Jimmy's Social Security disability benefits checks, and that the two shared a bank account. The next day, investigators revisited Angela so they could photograph the text messages between her and Jimmy as evidence.
You have beer, Drunken Crow?
Yeah, I got some this morning.
Look, I got beer, Drunken Crow. You like that? Huh? That turn you on? Seeing my beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that? Yeah, you dirty bitch. You like that? Like it when I smack my beer around? Yeah? Yeah. Drunken Crow likes it. He's a dirty bitch, right, Timmy?
Yeah, he's a goddamn hoe.
Yeah.
Evidence. Angela had received
Cheers.
another text message from Jimmy on that very morning. It read, "I can't get it. Keep the cash for yourself." Angela responded to the message, telling him that the police were looking for him, but she never got a reply back after that. That would reportedly be the last time Angela would see or hear from Jimmy. The tone of Jimmy's text didn't seem particularly panicked, and according to Angela's account of their last few interactions, Jimmy wasn't behaving like someone under duress. It appeared that detectives' best bet of getting him to come back was to first find out what or who he was hiding from. Over the next week and a half, police contacted Candy and Angela on a daily basis to ask questions and see if they'd successfully contacted Jimmy. However, through these numerous conversations, investigators started to get the sense that Angela knew more about Jimmy's location than she was letting on. When they confronted her with this accusation, she shocked police by admitting that she actually hadn't been completely honest with them. The police then took
What a
Angela in for
bitch.
questioning, bringing her to an interrogation room at the Volusia County Sheriff's Office.
Not being
The following interrogations have been
Not being completely honest is bad social skills, guys. Isn't that?
That's illegal too.
Yeah.
To leave out details.
Yeah. Doing illegal stuff is bad social skills.
analyzed by a qualified team, including a licensed attorney, a licensed clinical psychologist, and a licensed professional counselor.
What do you think, Drunken Crow? Would you hit that?
No.
Man, don't lie.
I want you to understand something, sorry. We are conducting a criminal investigation, obviously. I told you and I promised you that prior to this, you have a clean slate. Okay?
Clean slate, bitch.
Clean slate.
Clean slate.
Whatever you told me before, we're starting all over.
Right off the bat, Angela's sunglasses limit the detective's ability to observe an important aspect of her nonverbal communication, her eyes.
Why is she wearing sunglasses indoors?
The eyes can give away a person's emotions. Though this does put the detective at a slight disadvantage, asking Angela to remove her glasses could be interpreted as an attempt to infringe on her rights or treat her like a suspect. If they want the whole truth from Angela, it's best the detective steer clear of anything that might make her feel like a target.
Yeah, she's
as long as I can
cool.
get to the truth, I don't care.
It's because she's cool. Yeah, Red Eye. Hold on, let me do something real quick. Hold on, 1 second, guys.
If Gene was here, he'd be pissed off at the moment.
Yeah, Shab is such a flake.
Timmy, Red Eye said it looked like you were loading something. Is that true?
Yeah, I was putting a coil in my weight. No, I was loading up my revolver.
Timmy, did you see in the YouTube chat and Discord last night about that one person saying the world's gonna end and it's just like, oh, I'm just trying to enjoy my last hours and whatnot. Like, come on, man, you're an idiot.
Yeah, and then he posted the picture that was obviously fake. Like, why would NASA make a misspelling error?
Yeah, and they didn't even want to fucking post any fucking links.
My pee-pee and your pee-pee together make
Dirt's
two
here.
pee-pee, two pee-pee. What's up,
Dirk
Dirt?
Cobain. Dirk Cobain
Dude.
joined.
Now it's 4 pee-pees on the stream. That's crazy. That's a lot of pee-pees. Wow. Never thought I'd see so many pee-pees all at once. Crazy. All right,
You think this investigator is hot, Shab?
I don't know. You can't really tell much from this. Looks all right.
Care how many lives it takes.
All right, let's get on with this, right? Dirt. I don't know what Dirt's doing.
Dirt.
Dirt's muted.
He dead.
The door,
Dead.
it's not locked. You're not under arrest. Okay? This is an attempt to get you out of this situation and find Jimmy and then close this case out.
The fact that Angela is free to leave means that this isn't a custodial interrogation. Thus, Miranda rights don't technically apply here. The detective is approaching the interview as if she's giving her a second chance at their first one. However, this isn't recommended. When an interview is a follow-up,
I do not recommend that either.
Of a previous one, it's most common to
Whenever I do my interrogations, I usually don't take that route. What's up, Dirt?
Yeah, what? So catch me up to speed. This crazy bitch murder somebody or some shit?
We're only 7 minutes in.
That is a respectable old
So
lady.
far, this is
okay.
This is the neighbor, and she changed her story up.
Yeah, they asked her.
This guy's gone missing, and his girlfriend and everyone were getting interrogated, or they were getting calls by the police. And this woman told the wrong story, so they're trying to get the right story out of her.
Yeah, she told a story, and then they talked to her again, and she told them that she was lying the first time. So now it's getting serious, right, Timmy?
Yeah.
Timmy agrees, right, Dirt?
Yeah.
There's Dirt. Dirty Dirt. You're
Use
lying,
the narrative
Dirt.
method, which treats the current conversation as simply a continuation of the previous one, and features open-ended questions and attendant cues. This method also provides the opportunity to build off the story and rapport from the last encounter.
Because what was reported to us is that he was basically abducted. Okay? It was reported now that he is missing, he's endangered, and that he's been abducted. Now, what I need from you is I need for you to tell me all the reasons why that's not jiving with what you know. You're the closest person to him.
Yeah, bitch.
In this whole situation.
Tell us.
You're the
Tell us,
last
bitch.
person now since the other day that has actually seen him.
Dirt, you have weed? That looks like weed. That's crazy. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it's actually not weed. It's a rare form of mold.
Dude. I bet.
You're gonna smoke it?
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
Autism.
I bet you smoke shitty weed, bro.
Yeah, it's not even clear.
It's brick shit, man, dude.
Yeah, your weed's not even clear, motherfucker. Okay? Fuck your weed.
Dude, yeah, my shit just straight THC diamonds in the shape of weed.
Damn. Yeah, that. Oh, damn. Everyone hit the like button, guys. Do it. Do it.
Besides who he's with. What was going on with his family dynamic? What did you know about before we came to visit you? What was the conversation? What was anything that was said to you to indicate that he might be on the run? or he might be leaving.
The detective delivered Angela multiple questions without pausing to let her answer. This could be a sign of nerves on the investigator's part. Even officers may get nervous during an interrogation, especially under the tremendous pressure of handling high-profile missing persons.
Yeah, Enormous, you should tip. Since you're such a baller, do a big tip. Do a $50 tip. Do a super chat or something. Do something. God damn it, you baller. You baller, you.
And/or murder cases. Ideally, though, the question should be.
And if you're being real in the chat, I don't know if you get this, but when you get people presents, it's not supposed to be like for a bragging right. You're not supposed to like get people presents so that you can go on and brag about it. Like, it's not like you have to keep it a secret, but it's pretty silly if you just won't shut up about the fucking what did you even say you got? Candles and statues and a Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Switch. Yeah, if you buy your cousin a Nintendo Switch, you don't need to come online and brag about it. You can be an adult about it. I don't know. Crazy idea.
Yeah, bro, this ain't no Yankee Candle, dude. This is that premium.
If you make like a donation to like a child's thing fund or whatever for starving children, if you give like $5 or $10 or something, do you just like then make sure to brag about it to the next 20 people you see? Hey, by the way, I gave $10. Yeah, by the way, I don't know if you knew that. I donated for starving children today, man, bro. That's how cool I am.
He kept short and simple.
It's like, you sound like, I don't know, you're like a child, Scotty. I'm sorry.
So as not to confuse the
You're supposed to get people presents because you care about those people and you want to make them happy, not so you can come online and brag about it. I'm sorry.
Suspect or themselves.
He told me his wife and they were fighting a lot.
So when you became the payee of his
You're like a child.
Social Security or whatever, why did you become the payee on it?
He begged me like for weeks, and I told him no several times. No.
Yeah,
no,
Bill
no, I don't
Hicks.
wanna do it. And he's like, I got nobody else. I just wanted to help him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I've always just wanted to help him.
Right.
Right.
I tried to get his financial situation straightened out, but he's always stealing money from somebody and needing money for this, that, and the other.
Is he an addict? That you know of?
Not that I know of, but he does all sorts of stuff.
In addition to not stacking the questions, investigators should also be careful not to add unnecessary memory qualifiers to their questions. When the detective tacked on the "that you know of" to the end of the question, it simultaneously made the question weaker and made it easier for the suspect to lie. Angela's answer would have been far more meaningful if she was allowed to answer the original question and introduce the selective memory statement herself, which then would have been an indication of possible deception.
Yeah, Dirt. Did you ever think of that?
Yeah, this lady done fucked it up. You know, she
Yeah.
could have cracked the face wide right here.
Such a dork. So he responded to what I said, oh, sorry, what? I was doing something, didn't catch that. Then he said, Shabisky, that was a good way to dodge the question.
That doesn't sound like Scotty whatsoever.
Oh, man, you are a useless person. You are, Scotty.
Since the detective is the one who used the phrase,
Like, I
they've
literally...
missed an important potential red flag. Angela has been noticeably still since the interrogation began. While excessive movement can be an indicator of stress or discomfort, lack of movement can also be a symptom of dishonesty. This is because nonverbal communication...
Dirt, I don't know if you heard me say this the other day, but I was talking about Eminem and his song Stan.
Yeah, Stanny, dude.
And I said that I have a stan. Scotty is my stan. Like imagine Scotty in his basement, like with Shabisky posters all over the wall, writing letters to Shabisky, listening to the Kill and others Shabisky songs. Like man, I sent you a message.
I've been in your chat. I've been in your chat for 3.5 years.
Yeah, 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 exactly. Dude, he's my stan. I love it.
Yeah, fucking Red Eye. Rest in peace, Enormous Charles. Red Eye coming through with the 86,000 second timeout.
Whoa! Wait,
enjoy
that
your stay in
exists?
purgatory. Yeah, 86,000 seconds.
How did you make it that much, Dredd? You're a scientist. Whatever happened to the? Oh my lord! No, people that end up on these videos never ask for their lawyer. Never.
And at this point, she isn't like, or she is suspected, but she's not obligated, or she's not being forcefully or lawfully interrogated.
Yeah, they never gave her the Miranda rights or anything. They said she could leave if she wants to.
Red Eye is a scientist. Shut up, you. You could suck my pee-pee, Timmy. All right, let's get back to
the...
Shut
up.
I? Shut up. All right, let's get back to the video.
Normal part of conversation. When it's absent, it's often due to the fact that the individual is focusing most of their cognitive power on what's coming out of their mouth and not on what they're physically doing. Thus, their body language typically won't align with what they're saying, or they just won't move at all, as we see here.
When was the last time you seen him? Recently?
I can't remember the day.
2 days ago?
No.
How long ago?
Week and a half? I can't.
Scotty's back.
Okay, so we were at your house several times. The day that I saw you, okay, was a Thursday? Is that a Thursday?
It was like the day after that.
When someone pushes on their face or forehead, like Angela is doing here, it's typically a sign of stress. This particular behavior is called facial distortion.
He came by.
Dude, Gene does that all the time. His face is always fucked up and distorted. He must be guilty.
I think something.
He must have killed somebody. It's that face distortion.
Wanted the money. He got mad because I told him that I put it in the bank and I didn't.
So I asked you straight up today, have you
Scotty, tip $50 and I'll answer your question. Okay? Tell you exactly what I got.
seen him? You said no. You told me that several times, right? And then what happened?
So rich.
You told me the truth. So there's the problem. Now I told you and I promised you that if you were honest from this point forward, we're not even going to deal with that. We're not even going to worry about it. Okay? It's, as far as I'm concerned, you have a clean slate right now. As long as you're honest with me and you continue to be honest with me and you don't impede my investigation any further, you understand something? Do you understand what's going to happen if this turns into a homicide? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about if somebody actually does find him before we find him? You're not telling us the truth on X, Y, and Z, and meanwhile, everyone who's after him finds him and they don't give a shit about him, and if he ends up dead in a ditch, how are you going to feel about that?
Horrible.
The detective is trying everything she can to elicit a response from Angela. Since Angela has alleged that people are after Jimmy, the investigator is stressing that Jimmy could be in grave danger. If the parties Jimmy is supposedly hiding from track him down before law enforcement is able to.
And there you go. We're telling you he's not going to jail.
Scared for Jimmy.
Okay? I want to take him out of my database as missing.
I think he might be
He's
dead.
clearly trying to evade
I
us
don't know.
and anyone else that might be looking for him. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know if he's bullshitting or not because he could be lying to
She
you.
cussed.
This could be some stupid ploy
That's
for him to get
unprofessional.
clear his name with everything and walk away from his whole life. And it sounds like he just wants to start over. You're the payee on that account. He's off overdrafted that account because you granted him access and you ultimately were responsible for that account, correct? So your name is not coming off of that until we lift this freeze. They're not going to let you have any access to that account. And rightfully so. You trusted him. You over. You tell him to come to us. He fucked you over again. And
fucked you over.
He's going to come back to your house.
Notice that until this point, Angela has nodded her head in agreement to every point the detective has made. But when the detective gets to her next point, about Jimmy coming back to her house, Angela doesn't nod along. This may indicate that she doesn't agree with this statement, but what makes her so sure?
Okay, who's to say that he's not going to come to you and say, take whatever's out of your own bank account then? You know, that's why. What if he says that to you?
Are those Nerf guns?
Get me the money. What if he puts you in the car and he tells you to go be a prostitute?
Oh,
I mean, I'm just thinking outside the box here. Did you tell him to put a hole or anything?
I texted him, but it didn't want to go through.
From the time you seen him that morning at the Winn-Dixie, when was it after that you seen him again?
Very next.
What the fuck is that? Some sort of Mary Poppins looking bitch ass cigarette or something?
Oh, dude, it's my candy cane.
The fuck is that?
Ah, yes, the invisible interdimensional triple grape of White Owl.
I ain't never seen that shit.
Beautiful.
Like wrapped with cancer.
Yeah, it's 3 different types of cancer all in one.
Yay! Yay! The black one's the best one, I heard. Haha, yes! Ben, of course he said that. Of course, he's talking plenty of shit on his podcast, I'm sure. Of course he is. You're a child. Alright, let back with the thing.
The very next day, so the 5th. The 4th is when he was reported missing. And that's when you met him at the Winn-Dixie, correct? Okay.
Winn-Dixie.
So the day after that?
Winn-Dixie's like a southern grocery store, right?
Sounds about right. I showed a picture of it. It looked like some sort of small grocery store, some sort of little mart.
Nice.
I don't think I've ever been to one.
And where was that meeting?
It was on my front porch.
Okay. What did he tell you?
What did
he talk about where he was, where he's been?
He was talking really fast, saying that he needed the money so he could go get more. And I told him I deposited it in the bank.
Where did he say he was? Because I know he's not just going to show up and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" He's going to say, "Hey, I've been somewhere. I got to go back to at least give you a city."
Anything about where he was going.
How did he get there?
And it was a car in my driveway. I didn't even look at it.
What color?
I have no idea. This was
it the same?
I think she's innocent so far. I think she's just ugly and looks like she did something.
What car you seen that morning?
It could have been. I don't know.
We know that you know Jimmy a lot more than the way you're playing it off here. You know Jimmy, and I have a feeling you might know the people he was with. You know a lot more information than what you're telling us, okay? I know that based on the way you're acting right now. And I don't want you to lie to us. Have you spoken with him since?
No, sir. I tried.
Tried as in how?
Where are you looking at?
Texting?
I have other things on me.
Oh, I'm looking at your text with him. I'm not looking at anything else.
Has he replied to you since you tried texting him? Where is he staying right now?
What does this mean? Because it seems like, I'm sorry, it seems like conversations are deleted. Were you deleting conversations in this? Because it doesn't even make sense. Like, is it, you wrote, did it help? Did what help?
Oh, I can.
You wrote, beyond burnt out, and then you wrote, did it help? And he wrote a bit.
May I see it?
I don't know. I can't. They're all over the place. You have some that I don't understand how they're not even. They don't go consecutively.
Yeah, bitch.
You've driven him to get dope, right?
This makes Dirt so mad.
Once or twice.
Within the many years.
He took off her sunglasses.
I find that hard to believe.
She has eyes.
It's surprising that the detectives are freely searching through Angela's text messages this way, as it seems like an invasion of privacy. Given, Angela handed her phone over to the detective, but she didn't give her express permission to search through it. She might have only been giving the officer permission to look at the specific text messages they were discussing at the time. Besides being a poor trust-building choice, this could potentially give rise to legal issues later down the road.
Legal issues.
That's right. Because cops can confiscate your phone, but in order to actually get your password or your thumbprint to unlock your phone, they need a warrant.
Yeah, or just to look through it at all, even without it. If you didn't have a password, they wouldn't have a right to do it without a warrant, I would assume. Regardless password, right?
I fucking know. I'm not a lawyer.
You better learn, babe.
Money, and you tell him that the cops are looking for him or whatever. What does he say?
Does he just walk up and say, I need to get away from everything? Or how does he start it?
Came up and said, my pee-pee hurt.
Give me the phone.
My pee-pee hurt.
We'll go back to that. I need you to concentrate.
If Gene was here, he would say, God, oh God, Shabs, you're so funny.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this. Last time we were on PPP, not the boogie thing, but the one before, there was some moment. I forget what John was even talking about, but I had a full-on flashback to when I was in class in high school, and you look across the classroom, and fucking John was talking, and you were like,
yeah, you said
dude.
that during the episode or whatever.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I was like,
dude.
If I do it right, I look kind of like a puppet because I make the lines there, and I'm like, God, I'm so amazing, right, Timmy?
I guess so.
See, he agrees.
I don't know. That shit just took me back to high school, dude. It was stupid.
It was stupid amazing. Yeah. It's kind of like we're in school when we do a Gene stream.
Kind of, yeah.
That's why at one point I put desks in front of us. And maybe I should set up a thing where it puts us all at desks for Gene's class. I'm Gene! You better listen to me, buckos! Okay!
No, Gene's the one kid where the teacher assigned a test or a book review or whatever, and then totally forgot, and then the kids were like, oh, I didn't do that assignment, and then Gene's like, hey, excuse me, teacher, you assigned this and I'm the only one that did it, and all the rest of the kids are just like, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, Gene. Yeah, fuck that Gene guy. I wish he was here to look like a dumb bitch trying to stick up for himself.
What?
He came to your
I'm going to
house.
clip that.
What was said?
Although it's clear that Angela couldn't fully concentrate on the conversation while on her phone, the way the detective confiscated it is more in line with how a teacher might reprimand a student. Still, the phone was serving as a distraction and needed to be removed in order to focus the interrogation. It doesn't appear that Angela's Fourth or Fifth Amendment rights were violated as a result of the confiscation, given the circumstances. It doesn't seem that a warrantless seizure occurred, nor that she was deprived of chattel property.
Chattel? Dude, chattel property. That sounds like something I'd buy. Sounds like a good purse or something.
Got that Chanel property.
Dude, Chanel.
You're thinking of Chanel.
Yeah, but Chanel property is even better.
That's that property, dude.
Yeah, bitch.
So we get the bank straightened out so we can get the money. So we can pay his mortgage and pay back some stuff that he stole. And he said, don't tell anybody I was here. I said, why not? He said, because if the cops find me, they'll find me. They're using the cops. And I said, who? He said, I'm not going to say.
I don't know. She seems like an innocent little lady. Yeah, I don't think she did anything. Look at her. She looks like she weighs like 90 pounds. What could she have done, guys? Okay. Nothing.
What is this? Sons of Anarchy? Who's using the cops?
I don't know. The cops.
The government.
The government.
Hello? Hey, one moment. Do you want to talk to him?
Who is it?
My husband. All right. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, can't talk. Being interrogated right now. Goodbye.
What'd you say?
I don't know.
I don't know what he said.
No.
Don't even say that.
Oh, sorry.
He is to me, but apparently somebody knows where he's at. He's still cashing his checks and stuff. I mean, not. He's still
So he calls you from random locations?
His phone is registered in Ohio.
He was Jimmy's best friend.
Are you kidding me? Is he with him?
I don't know.
Like, thick as thieves.
Did your husband disappear the same time Jimmy disappeared?
Oh no, my husband disappeared a year and a half ago.
Okay.
So does this not sound familiar to you?
The detective's behavior is particularly unprofessional here.
I mean, Jimmy all of a sudden is doing the same exact thing that your husband did?
I know, and that's.
Where's your husband?
What
Is he in Florida?
What an unprofessional cunt. Right, guys? Do we all agree with that? Fuck her and her unprofessionalism. Right, Timmy?
I don't know. I like both of them. I think the two investigators here are doing a good job.
I do like when the narrator shits on him, though.
Yeah, I want to shit on her, too. Sounds like awesome. Call me Arbisky or something. Or Shab Kelly or something.
I think so.
Wait, he didn't.
So you guys are officially married.
We're married. Yes.
And he just disappears.
He had a few strokes.
How long has Jimmy been working for his boss?
Years.
that was weird, that phone slide. I feel like she thinks she's in a movie.
Angela asks
She's like
for
trying to do a badass power move or something.
smoke break. She and the detective return minutes later, and the questioning immediately resumes.
I wish Khabibi was here. He'd agree with me. He's good at agreeing with me.
Just got off the phone with somebody. Are you sure you talked to him after the day he was reported missing? Because I have a feeling Jimmy's dead.
Oh, hold on. Let me get another beer, okay?
What the fuck, Chef?
Oh my god, they killed Jimmy. You bastards.
Time for a beer.
This is why I keep my beer next to me. I mean, I get a 24 pack and I just keep it next to me. Just like, I don't have to go to the kitchen or whatever like Shab does.
Man, I almost
Yeah,
bought
but
I have a feeling Jimmy's dead.
He has to keep his beers cold, though.
Keep your wiener cold.
I keep my beers cold, but Shab fucking throws his in the goddamn freezer.
Throw it in your ass. Okay.
My
It's nice
ass
and
is
cold. It's nice and cold. Are you jealous because my beer's nice and cold? Is that a problem, bro? You want to kiss about it?
No, I've brought this up before. You throw your beers in the freezer. You just leave them out in the warm, and then you're like, "Hey guys, I can drink a beer. I just gotta throw it in the freezer for 10 minutes."
You hear this pecker mouth? Okay, talking to me, guys.
Is that not true?
Is it not true that you're a pecker mouth? Okay.
You want to go, Shab? Huh? You
You're
want to go?
Shut up, you bird, you pecker mouth. Okay. All right. You want to go? Is he? He really wants to fuck. Let's fuck about this, Drunken Crow.
Yeah, let's do it naked.
No.
The information
That's the best way to fuck, naked.
Let's be honest with each other. Have you spoken with him?
I don't know what I've told you.
Did you really talk to him? You sure about that?
Notice that when the conversation starts, Angela's glasses are resting low on the bridge of her nose so that her eyes are exposed. However, when the detective begins to question Angela's story, her first reaction is to push her glasses back up to fully cover her eyes again. An incredibly telling gesture.
Do you know if Jimmy's alive or dead?
You're telling.
What's that mean? You shaking your head?
I haven't seen him since I told you.
Do you think Jimmy may be involved with something else? Such as selling and maybe being a middleman?
Possible.
Has he ever told you about it?
No.
Investigators are still searching for motive and underlying circumstances, looking at drugs as the driving force behind the disappearance. Where first the detective shared sentiments that Jimmy is probably dead, he's now working...
I had a dream the other day about a bunch of kitties.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought about it afterwards. I'm like, Dirk probably has dreams like these all the fucking time. I'm like, it's just a random dream where, like, I had a bunch of tiny little kittens and stuff. Then all of a sudden, the next moment, they were older. And I'm like, wow, look at them now. And they're even cuter or whatever.
No, I don't have dreams like that, but Danny does. But her dreams are like, it'll be kind of like a nightmare situation, like somebody's breaking into the house, but then like she's more worried about the fact the cats are getting out.
What a freak. She has issues.
Yeah. Wow.
I have
Tiny pee-pee?
I kind of have like dreams where I am really worried about like making sure like my ferret cage is maintained while I'm away. But I haven't had a ferret cage in like forever. But I'll still have dreams about me like I'm like away on vacation. I'm like, oh shit. Did I
man, fuck.
Like, yeah, did they have food and water? Like, did I give them that? I don't know. I need to go back and check up on them and stuff. And it's just this big bothering like subject in the dream. It just ruins the whole dream. It could be an adventure, but I'm worried about these ferrets that don't even exist anymore. You know? All right.
With a theory that suggests that Jimmy's alive.
Jimmy's
this
alive.
Approach is a common and passive way of posing alternative theories of the case without disclosing additional evidence to suspects.
I find that hard to believe. Because somebody that...
Like I said, he's told me about getting drugs for people, but he's not really gone into detail.
I'm hoping he's not dead like people are saying.
People saying.
I hope he's
people
not
are saying
dead.
That they heard Jimmy got murdered. And if Jimmy got murdered, and you're not telling us where he is, you can be held accountable because you've seen him. You've seen him last.
But I haven't.
Not as the person who murdered him, but there could be principle there.
This isn't actually true and is likely just an intimidation tactic. Being the last person to see a victim alive doesn't subject the witness to criminal liability, but it does typically make them a person of great interest. Strangely, Angela shows no visible reaction to hearing the rumor that her friend is dead. If she really had been in contact with him like she claimed, it would make sense for her to be assured of his well-being and brush off the gossip. However, her silence is deafening. She also appears to be sitting rigidly still at this moment. This could be an example of the freeze response, or when the body momentarily locks in place, usually immediately after perceiving a threat. The detective surely notes this physical reaction, but sensing that he won't be getting much else from her, he asks Angela if she has anything else to add. After spending another minute and a half in thought, she confirms that she has no more information and is sent home. But police continue to maintain near daily contact with her. They couldn't shake the feeling that she was a vital part of solving this mystery. They couldn't have predicted just how big a part Angela played in her neighbor's disappearance. Fortunately, police didn't have to wait too long to find out. However, it wasn't Angela who would come forward, but her sister.
Are you liking that joint there, drunken dirt? Or
Yeah,
not
dog,
drunken
dude.
dirt, but high dirt?
These damn blunts, they burn forever, bro. It's
Man,
just a
you don't
white-
know that.
White out. Shit's packed deep.
Timmy, you ever smoked a blunt, dog? No cap?
Yeah, I smoke mad blunts, dog.
Damn, you gangsta as shit, bitch. Damn.
Yeah.
He's got a circular, swirly one. It has all sorts of drugs in it, swirled into it, it's delicious. Okay?
Delicious.
It's delicious. No problem, amigo.
April. In the early morning hours of April 21st, 2.5 weeks after Jimmy went missing, April made this 911 call.
911, where's your emergency?
My sister needs to be Baker acted, and she needs to talk to a sheriff's officer.
So she tried to hurt herself this evening? What's going on?
She has pills, and she's threatening to take them, and she's admitted to a crime.
I got these fucking daily vitamins. Don't make me fucking take them, man.
That she's being investigated for.
Got these
Where is your
B12
sister
vitamins, man.
She's in the house hugging her kids goodbye.
Why?
Don't, dude, I'll chug this whole bottle of B12 vitamins. Don't make me do it. Okay? I'll do it.
Don't do it.
You're gonna have a nice pee after that. You're gonna pee out a bunch of vitamin B12.
You'll pee.
And keep recycling it. Infinite B12, dude.
Yeah, I should drink my piss so I don't waste the B12. You make a good point. I'm gonna drink my own piss later.
You're hugging her kids goodbye.
What'd you say about me?
It's infinite B12 repeating glitch, dude.
Yes, the B12 glitch in life.
Hi.
Yes.
Okay, she came to the house, and she told my parents that she committed a crime and that she's being investigated for it. She says it was self-defense, but I don't know. I don't know what the situation is. I told her I didn't want to hear it anymore. I walked out of the house with the telephone. So.
Officers arrived on the scene and spoke with April briefly. According to official police reports, she explained that a tearful Angela had just disclosed to her that she wanted to end her own life because she'd committed a crime. She wished to sign over her parental rights of her children to their grandparents. Then Angela provided a shocking confession. She drugged, then strangled Jimmy. Around this time, contact was made with Angela, who was reportedly hysterically crying and asked for an attorney. She was then detained and transported to the sheriff's office, where she spoke briefly with investigator Brady. He informed her that under the Baker Act, she was currently in custody. Florida's Baker Act law enables families and loved ones to provide emergency health services and temporary detention for up to 72 hours for people who are impaired because of their mental illness, have refused voluntary examination, and have the potential to harm themselves or others based on their recent behavior. When Angela learned that she wouldn't be going home, she became visibly shaken and began to cry, repeating out loud, "I'm sorry." Officers came in and escorted her out of the interrogation.
Well, she said she's sorry, guys. Let's end this thing. Like, what the hell? What else is it? What else we're gonna do? She said she's sorry. It's a wrap.
It was an
guys.
accident.
It was an accident. She's sorry. Let her go. Okay, she's an old lady. Weighs like 80 pounds or something. She'll probably die next week anyways. Let her go. Gosh. People are such jerks.
Room, and as she walked past investigator Brady, she whispered one spine-chilling phrase. "You should have come in my house that first day." A few hours later, an investigator returned to the residence where Angela was detained in an effort to obtain more information about the situation. April alleged that Angela was prescribed medication due to medical issues. At times, when she'd failed to take her medication, she would suffer psychotic episodes. She described Angela's demeanor as perfectly fine one minute and then crazy as a bug and crying. Though she described Angela as always off the rocker, the quick changes in her demeanor that day were not typical of Angela. After Angela received a psychiatric evaluation and was deemed to be relatively mentally sound, she spoke with investigator A.J. Pagliari within a small room at the crisis center where Angela was being held.
And every time that I come in contact you, I want to keep reminding you that, again, you were advised of your rights, okay? Do you still understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay. With that in mind, do you still wish to talk to me about the case?
I see no reason not to. No.
Okay, so do you want to talk to me about the case?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Miranda rights must generally be reapplied whenever there's a significant finding or extensive pause in an interrogation. There's no hard rule as to when re-Mirandization is necessary, but it's an easily applied safety measure that prevents statements or evidence from being inadmissible in court.
So far at this point, you've been a tremendous help.
I've done my best to be as completely honest as I can.
Okay.
I'm totally sleep deprived. I couldn't lie to you if I could. I mean,
okay.
I guess I could try, but it wouldn't help.
At this point, no.
I'm so relaxed now that
a tremendous weight's been lifted off your shoulders?
A horrible weight.
Okay.
Note the remarkable difference in Angela's posture from the first interview to this one. She's now in a very casual seated position, conveying that she is much more at ease. She may even feel relieved to be able to unload all of this information to someone instead of trying to keep it inside or focus on maintaining dozens of lies.
I don't know. She looks like she's just kind of chilling on the left, too.
Maybe kind of like she's chilling on the right, too.
Yeah, it looks like she's just chilling.
She's chilling, dude.
I don't know. Like,
Maybe...
if you saw... Like, she almost looks like a dude in this. If you saw some dude just laying back or sitting back like this, would you think, oh my god, that dude's obviously, like, scared shitless right now or something? You'd think, oh, there's some dude chilling.
It's all in the face, especially on the left where she's like, god damn, you know? Like,
yeah, she's looking down, but they weren't talking about that. They're talking about the way she's sitting. Other than, like, I guess, she's being, I don't know. Whatever. What did you say, Timmy?
I said, I guess she hasn't had a smoke in a while, so she's probably...
She needs a cigarette?
Yeah, she needs a cigarette.
A cigarette.
I don't have many friends. I mean, you know my life, I'm sure, upside down.
Mm-hmm.
I've pretty much dropped out of society because of my health problems and this, that, and the other. I have Rob and a few other people I talk to, my family.
Right.
But Jimmy was like my only, friend.
Right. But he started taking advantage of you.
He took more than advantage of me. I'm trying to remember everything. I'm so tired.
That's okay. Let's go to expedite the process. Let's go towards April.
Angela reports experiencing symptoms of sleep deprivation. According to her, her immense guilt and paranoia of the police had been making it nearly impossible to sleep for weeks. If this is true, there are ethical concerns with continuing the interrogation while she's in that state. Lack of sleep can cause impaired perception, trouble concentrating, slow reaction times, and may lead to someone making more mistakes than usual. It can also greatly increase the risk that a subject will falsely confess. Sleep is a basic human need, and despite what Angela is suspected of doing, detectives must be careful not to tread on her basic rights.
Yeah, right.
And let's talk about I guess you said it was, for lack of a better term, you wanted to play a April Fool's joke on him.
Well, it wasn't really an April Fool's joke, but it was...
You wanted to kind of get back at him in this term, in the sense of, this is how you've treated me, right?
He lied to me so many times.
Right, so you wanted to turn the tables and lie to him.
I just wanted to lie to his face and see how he felt.
And then how was the lie set up?
He'd been trying to get money from his father.
Okay.
He drained his father dry. I mean, beyond dry. I think his father took out loans to give to Jimmy.
Okay.
He wanted me to ask my father, my dying father, for $2,000 to cover his thing. His rent. Yes.
Okay.
And I said, well, what about the account? Don't you need another whatever to get it right and back on track?
Sure.
How much do you really need, Jimmy? It's like, 4,000? I'm like, well, he's got it, I'm sure. I'll ask. He's like, thank you, you know. And he said, I'll even give him my title.
Title to what?
To his truck.
Oh, okay.
And perhaps it was here, while Jimmy was pleading for money from her gravely ill father, that her resentment festered and grew into something dangerous. The way her arms and legs are so tightly crossed give away how tense the topic makes her feel.
Where'd my boy Drunken Crow go, yo? Where'd he go?
Probably gone to smoke a cigarette.
You're a cigarette.
She simply did.
Yeah, we mentioned cigarettes, and he's like, he just sat there, and he sat here for another minute or two, and that's the most he could handle. He's like, I need a cigarette.
Choose to stop being his payee. It could be that she feared retaliation, or even that the influence of drugs affected her decision-making. Given her established medical history, she also could have been experiencing psychosis. However, it's atypical for an individual who experiences a psychotic episode to remember so vividly what happened while they were in that state. Then, there's always the chance that she may have simply felt that Jimmy needed to be punished and took it upon herself to deliver that.
At that point, I was so fed up with his lies.
Do you have any intention to get the 4,000 or even ask your dad?
I wouldn't ask my dad for him.
Okay.
I had the intention of just lying to him. And I don't like lying to people, but I was mad.
You told me before, just kind of accelerating a little bit, you said that it was you, your son, your daughter had went to Jimmy's work and picked up Jimmy from Blue Diamond. So did you drop the kids off?
Yes.
Okay. Now, after you drop the children off, what happens then?
We didn't drop them off. We went in and had a drink and talked. Yeah. And he's like, is he really going to do it? He's really going to do it? You know?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, from what he said he was, we got to go talk to him.
Okay.
He had to wait till 5 o'clock in the morning for my dad to wake up.
Oh, okay. What was in those drinks? What were you guys drinking?
We were drinking vodka, peach schnapps, and Flexerol.
Do you guys, both of you were drinking?
The fuck is a Flexerol? I ain't never heard of it.
It's a fucking muscle relaxer. That's what I fucking thought. I thought it was a pill.
Oh, that's liquid?
They might be liquid Flexeril. I thought it was a pill.
I don't know. Okay, that's odd. Well,
we're drinking, taking muscle relaxers.
Yeah, I definitely will not drink and take Flexeril. Since I heard this bitch did it. Okay.
Yeah, you don't do that.
That makes me 1,000% less interested in doing that. It sounded cool at first until I thought, oh no, this crazy bitch did it.
The same concoction?
Yes.
What is the Flexerol? What does that do for the drink?
It kind of enhances the buzz, I guess.
Okay,
if it's
so
in
you
a
drink
pill,
the same...
maybe they dissolve it in the liquid.
Yeah, I could crush it up.
Yeah, weird shit like that.
Oh, damn.
Same thing he did?
Yes.
Okay. Now...
Said it as if they drink it.
You mix this up in glass, or how does that work?
We use cups.
Cups? Okay. Did he know that there was Flexerol on the drink?
He did.
Okay. Did he put it in there himself?
What state was this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Florida.
I don't remember. Is it Florida? Oh, she does seem like a Florida bitch.
Sounds about right.
Florida bitch. Oh, speaking of that, Red Eye. Red Eye, the new GTA 6 is all about your country. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I've seen they got crocodiles in there.
Crocodiles and bullshit and whores and crackheads. They're everywhere.
Angela shows clear hesitation here when answering the question, whereas she had no problem answering the question immediately before it, a blaring red flag for deception.
Red flag.
Her hesitancy is especially significant here, as this is a pivotal detail in the investigation. If it's found that Angela made and potentially spiked Jimmy's drink before the incident, it would demonstrate a considerable amount of forethought that certainly wouldn't align with the actions of a victim. Even more telling is the fact that she starts to shake her.
Sir, would you be mad if I spiked your drink?
Depends what with.
Nah. I just spike here with some LSD, and then like a couple minutes later, I'm like, dude, I just gave you LSD.
Ah, you Bill Cosby.
Bro! Yeah, you're about to be tripping, man. Bro, you got me, man.
You wake up the next
quite
day
a few
and can't sit down.
Yeah, I just don't.
Yeah,
remember
well,
anything.
that's gonna be
Like,
part of it. You're not gonna be able to sit for a couple weeks.
Yeah,
Times before
you'll think you're on LSD when it's happening.
Yeah, bro.
she answers out loud, yes.
Yeah.
This is a clear example of brain and body mismatch.
Was he drunk?
Oh,
He was
mishmash,
wet.
bitch.
He was feeling good? How about you?
I was a bit. But I tried to stay sober enough to drive.
Okay. Now, what do you tell him to get him into the car and go see your dad?
Let's go.
And so he's all excited
Oh, gosh, yes.
because you said that you're going to go see your dad to get $4,000. Okay. What happens next?
I drive him to the Osteen Cemetery. We park.
Does he ask any questions on why you're at the cemetery?
Yeah, he said, "Are we at a cemetery?" I said, "Yeah."
Okay.
And I said,
We
got about 15 more minutes before he wakes up.
Oh, okay.
And I, thought we'd sit and talk.
Okay.
He's like, "Is he really going to do it?" And that's when I turned to him. I said, "How's it feel to be lied to, Jimmy?"
His reaction?
His reaction is, "What?" And then I tell him, I said, "My dad's not going to give you any money. I'm not going to give you any more money. And I'm going to turn off the check cash in advance." And that's when he gets irate. He's like, "I'm going to kill you." And he starts turning towards me, and he puts his arm over on my arm like that.
Mm-hmm. Before the reenactment begin, I want you to sit here. Okay? You sit here. This will be the driver's seat, and I'll sit in the passenger seat. Okay? I'll be Jimmy.
By acting out an event, investigators can gauge the position, actions, and statements of both parties involved in order to, in this case, better determine if the incident was self-defense.
This is
Jurors
neat.
will likely
I like
also
this.
see the video during trial, which can be helpful in determining the validity of the defendant's account.
So we're sitting here,
This is cute.
and you're telling me,
Vroom, vroom.
again, I'm Jimmy. You're not gonna pay me. And you said, go ahead. What was he again? I can't recall. What did he say?
He said, I don't remember word for word.
That's
He
okay.
was irate, and he started scaring me. And
So what's the thing with the arm? Tell me, if you don't mind, can I touch you? Is it okay?
I don't
Okay.
care.
What did he do with the arm? Which arm was it?
It was that arm
This arm? Right arm?
that he put on my shoulder, and he started like putting his thumb.
Oh, into your shoulder, like your pressure point right here? Okay. Now what did you do? You grabbed him back. Okay.
I pushed that, and
Okay.
after that, he started pushing up and pushing towards me.
Still, like with this arm extended, pushing his thumb into your shoulder joint right there?
He was pushing his thumb into my shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and he was also pulling his body up, pushing towards me. Not
So
pushing.
up out of the seat.
Yeah, he was.
So if you're like this, okay, again, we're just gonna have to act this out. So just bear with me.
I'm not
So
worried
I'm
about
like
you hurting
this,
me.
and I'm pushing. Now where's my rest of my body? Am I turned almost like this? How do I?
This is the most attention this bitch has gotten in like fucking 15 years. Okay, she's loving this. Like,
yeah, and then he gave me a kiss.
I ain't
Started
scared of
sucking
you,
my
young.
pussy.
Yeah, I ain't scared of you, young man. Be your big, broad shoulders. Huh?
She said, I don't worry about you touching me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you could keep doing. We could keep reenacting this for a long time. I don't mind. Oh, yeah.
Sure, he's a fat man.
Yeah.
How is he in a seat like that? He just contorted himself this way? And he's coming at you? What's he doing with his left arm? You remember?
She's like, damn, you got me. This is a bunch of bullshit.
I'm trying to remember.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, I didn't think of this at all. It's
You're
crazy
right.
to me. It's crazy to me, someone that does a murder and then plans it out so badly. You would think, like, I don't know. Thing is the people that do plan it out well, we just don't see them on here because they got away with it. And there's dumbasses like this who like are just like, yeah, I'm just gonna murder and I'll figure it all out as I go. Like I don't know. So if you're gonna do anything crazy like that, I don't know. You might want to consider thinking it through a little bit. I don't know. Crazy idea.
Okay.
She seems to be having trouble with the reenactment. This isn't unusual, as people who've experienced a traumatic event often have trouble remembering details of it. However, the detective makes a valid point about Jimmy's size. It would have been quite difficult for a large man to position himself inside a small car the way Angela is describing.
I remember the pain in my shoulder.
Okay. And did he say anything?
He said he was going to kill me.
Okay.
I'm going to kill you. And
Yeah, but I tell people that all the time. I've told Timmy that, Dirt, Drunken Crow, Bill Hicks, Young Mind. I've told everybody I was gonna kill them. Like, whatever, that's normal.
It's like saying goodbye. Like, goodbye, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, everyone knows I'm a serial killer. It's like, who cares?
I took him seriously. Fear took over.
Okay.
I'm going to kill you is a statement that could believably cause immediate and reasonable belief of harm, given the circumstances of the threat. To fight for one's life would then be a reasonable response to such a statement, so that tracks. Many of the other details, however, don't make as much sense.
I had a bunch of stuff in my back seat.
Was it behind your seat or was it behind Jim's?
My seat.
Behind your seat, okay.
And I just reached in and grabbed something because I knew there was camping stuff in there. I just grabbed the first thing I could, and
what was it?
It was an ice pick.
Okay.
I wrapped my hand around it, and this hand was coming towards my face.
And I still got this hand over here like this, right?
And
okay.
I went like that with it.
Okay, so I was coming at you, or Jimmy was coming at you.
Yes.
I got you like this, and I'm moving towards you, and you took the pick and stuck it in my right eye?
Yes, sir.
And what did Jimmy do? Did he release you?
No.
A man twice Angela's size, especially one fighting for his life, pushing her face and body back against the door likely would have made it nearly impossible for...
Where is the star of the household, Dirt? Where is Danny?
She sleep. She got to wake up for work in the morning. It is what it be.
What the fuck? Does she not know we have a show to do?
We're trying to run a business here.
Yeah, a business here. I'm gonna have to call up Rotfeast and have him yell at her.
Yeah, you know what? You just call him up and be like, "You're hired.
You're hired." Okay, to fire people. Okay, or to yell at people or whatever. He's my I'll make Rotfeast my manager. It'll be great. He'll be the best manager ever.
For her to maneuver herself in a way that would allow her to reach into the back seat.
He's still coming at, still here and still coming. What do you do with this hand? Did he hit your face? Did he hit you in the shoulder? What do you
do? This hand comes up and does that number like that.
Every time the officer asks her a question about specific details, Angela adjusts her story, not only to answer his questions, but to fit the details into her account of events. It's clear that she's making her
It's really weird how she grabbed his hand and that I don't
story fit with what she thinks the officer expects to hear, but it's just not making sense.
Okay.
And then I don't know how deep it was. I don't even know if it was that deep.
Okay.
I was scared.
What's he saying?
You're a poo-poo doo-doo face. K. You're a poopy doo-doo fart face. That's what he was saying.
Because our whole family's going to be kicked out. Don't you hear that my children are going to be homeless? And he was still coming at me. So I go for the box of tools and stuff.
Angela describes the tool she grabbed as a DIY contraption consisting of 2 short pieces of PVC pipe situated on both ends of a long cable.
Damn.
She claims she would use this device to climb trees.
So you grab this thing, and what do you do with it next? Again, because I'm still, correct me if I'm wrong, I still have you like this, and I'm still pushing up against you with my left hand, right? And this man's a big man. So he's got a lot of force coming at you. But I still have an ice pick in my eye.
And I don't, he's yelling at me at this point. I don't know. It just went so bad.
Okay.
I do remember grabbing that thing and
okay. Good.
wrapping it around. I grabbed the other side of it. He has my arm like that.
Mm-hmm.
I grab it like this, and I grab it like that, and then I put my feet.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Angela has been using her drink as a way to alleviate her anxiety. She pauses her story at a very intense moment in order to take a break.
Put my arm down real quick. You let me know when you're ready to continue. You ready? Okay.
First of all, I put my foot like that. I
Okay,
push
go
it
ahead.
back.
You gotta put your foot on my shoulder. Go ahead.
No, I'm pushing back.
Okay, gotcha. And you put your hand.
This is what they put in the thumbnail, was her putting her foot up and made it look like she was kicking.
Yeah.
Have each piece of where's this hand? You have the pieces of the PVC. Each hand's got one. Now pick your foot up. You said you were pushing on me? Okay.
Anyway,
go ahead.
I kind of slid into his lap
Okay.
so I could get my feet up like that.
Okay.
Dude, Paul, stop.
Yeah,
You're so right. You're so right. She so wants to be like, yeah. So like, I slid into his lap. She wants him to be like, okay, if you slid into his lap, slide into my lap.
But you have each piece of the.
Yeah, this is getting her all excited. You know.
Well, she knows this is the last time a man's going to touch her in
have
this kind of way.
Yeah, she's about to like slide off of the chair here.
Pieces of the PVC. Each hand's got one. Now pick your foot up. You said you were pushing on me? Okay.
Anyway,
go ahead.
I kind of slid into his lap
Okay.
so I could get my feet up like that.
And my pants were down.
This is what I should have put as my thumbnail.
You can go back and change it. Take a screen cap.
This should have been my thumbnail right here. Like his looks like she's kicking him. This one looks like they're about to start fucking. Damn. Right in the interrogation room. This is crazy.
What the fuck, dude?
Okay, you gotta admit, this is a rare thing to see. Like,
I'm telling you, the theory is correct. I think she just wants. Okay, I mean, if you were sliding into his lap, come here. We gotta reenact.
Okay, come here. We gotta reenact this. And what? Did he touch your nipple? Yeah. Let me grab your hand. He touched me right here. Right here. Oh, and then what else happened? Oh, he just started rubbing my clit. Let me grab your other hand. Ah.
Okay.
This is weird right here. But whatever.
Gotcha.
I used my feet.
What do you think about all this drunken? Is this getting you excited?
I haven't been this flaccid in a long time.
So you like it? All right,
No.
cool.
The PVC.
You got each piece of the PVC, so now the rope is just around Jimmy's neck.
Yeah, but he was already.
This guy, hold on, let me back it up for a second.
Do you think the sheriff is actually
So
egging
if you
it
get my
on
feet
and being like,
up.
well, what else, man?
He's just keeping the ball rolling. You want to keep the ball rolling with these people. You want to keep them talking and stuff, and he's keeping her talking. He's just playing along.
Well, no, I'm talking about the sexual stuff because this is definitely sexual.
Okay, at this point, the guy's thinking like, am I a gynecologist or a police officer? What was my job again?
Okay. Gotcha.
I use my feet to push the PVC.
And he pushed his PVC pipe into my fitting. Right. You should put your PVC pipe in my fitting.
Now the rope is just around Jimmy's neck.
Yeah, but he was already trying his best to push me off.
So now he's pushing on you. To get, because you're pushing, but you're countering him with your legs and you're pulling on the PVC pipe. Okay, each piece of the PVC. All right, keep going.
I remember one time my foot slipped and I kicked the ice pick. I pushed it deeper.
Ow! Okay.
If what Angela is saying is true.
I like how he reenacts it like this is a cartoon. Like, or it's just something silly we're talking about. I love it. Ooh, ow. Okay, and then what happened? Oochie, owie. You kicked the thing that you stabbed into my eye a little farther in. Oochie, ow. Okay, and then what happened?
Jimmy was able to move around and speak with the ice pick in his eye. That would realistically suggest that he was aware and able enough to protect his life if they truly were in a struggle, not limited to knocking Angela unconscious with one blow in the confined space. The proximity between them and the car was so close that, even completely blinded, he could have overpowered her, a detail that the detective has surely picked up on as he continues to try and make sense of the situation. In her reenactment, there is a lot more space for her to move, but in reality and in the confines of the car, they would be much closer, making her story even more impossible.
At what point did his body go limp? Is that what happened? I mean, did he stop resisting? Did he stop fighting you? Did he stop trying to attack you? I mean, did his arms just fall to the ground? Or did his head just slump forward? Did it slump back? Did he slump into the seat or dashboard?
Making horrible noises.
Angela is putting up a barrier between her and the detective here, not only with her arms and hands, but also by having her knees up. She's also eye-blocking, which can be a sign of discomfort with the topic.
Druggies
It appears that she's literally trying to block out the image or the memory of his gagging and choking. It's likely that the noises she's described reflect true memories that she doesn't want to relive, and these thoughts are causing her distress.
I don't even know how the
when he
eye.
When he bleeps out the cuss words like that, I just want to fill it in with something dirty. Like, why can't they just be accurate with this so I know what cuss words being said?
How the pick gets in the left eye? Okay.
I think I did it just to make sure.
Placing "I think" before the claim turns it into a selective memory statement. She's likely just hesitant to admit that she intentionally stabbed him in the other eye, since it clearly wasn't necessary once he was strangled.
Why, she stabbed both eyes?
Selective memory statements also make it easier for the suspect to turn around later and change their story. And, as you'll see later, Angela will attempt to do just that.
Dirt, would you be mad if I spiked your drink and stabbed your eyes?
You're taking it a step further now.
It's all part of the fun, Dirt. It's a surprise.
You think he was
Chef just making more holes.
Yeah, it's fun. Gives more holes for Danny to ram later.
But to make sure he was dead, you took the pick out of his right eye and jammed it in his left eye. And you say you're motioning as if you reamed it around. Any blood get on the seat of the car?
No.
Well, where did the blood go?
I pushed his head back and it kind of started dripping. And I'm panicking and I don't know what to do.
Notice that she doesn't directly answer the question of where the blood went. An inspection of Angela's car, a sea green 1995 Saturn, revealed that besides the bag of blue gloves, Very few traces of the crime scene were present inside.
It's like these kind of videos should be like called retards committing murders. Like, really, because it's like, how stupid is that? Like, how stupid a planning is that? Like, I'm just thinking from their perspective, they're trying to commit a murder and get away with it. Their story, that it's like obvious, like, you can't say that the murder happened in your car and then there's not a trace of blood in your car. That's not gonna fit the story. Like, it only takes like a 10-year-old to figure that out. It's like, how fucking stupid do you have to be? It's just like, it's not even like real in-depth like knowledge about stuff. It's just simple logic and stuff. Most of these things we'll see or we've done for high crimes, you know, that we've seen, the people are such dumbasses that they aren't even on the verge of committing a crime like well planned out. It's always like they just do it off the cuff, like, and it was never planned out, and they never that, like, even when they get in the chair and they're having to or they get in the confession, or not I almost said confession booth, but the interrogation room, they start confessing like what? Yeah, G Money got arrested, Taylor.
Wait, what?
Yeah, G Money got arrested for like two things. It said like something along the lines of like he like assault and breaking a what's it called where someone can't come near you? He broke a restraint. Yes, which I assume is really big. So he's in big trouble, Taylor. I do kind of wish that he would get in troubles for the some PDF file stuff, so that he can be labeled what he is. Like,
well, I mean, you know,
it'd be cool. Like, people like him need that label. They need that label attached to them. Everyone that's
we
like
need to
that.
get him set up or something, because, like, you know, I hate for him to actually harm a child.
Well, yeah, of course I don't want that to happen. I'd love for him to get in trouble for that kind of thing so that he actually gets labeled, though, as what he is.
Well, I watched this one TikToker, and he went to the Oregon State Prison, and he's not like whoever the fuck, G Money. Yeah, he's not G Money, but he's like gang related and stuff like that, and he knows the prison system. And apparently when you go to prison, like, all the rest of the people will be like, hey, what are you in here for? Let me see your papers. And then they eventually find out, hey, you're in here for this and this and this. And then slowly but surely other stuff gets leaked. And yeah,
Dude, I'll
they
leak all over you.
No, they get taken care of in the
Take
prison
care
system.
of you. Yeah? You want to go to prison with me, Drunken Crow, and we could take care of some of these fuckwads? Huh? Me and you?
That's gay.
We'd be bunk mates.
Butt mates.
Yeah, butt mates. Alright, let's keep this going. I agree with everything Drunken Crow said.
Including minute traces of blood.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me get this beer. Let me get a beer.
Another one.
Dirt, are you drinking?
No, I almost bought beer, but I'm self-enforcing a sobriety till Christmas Eve. It was New Year's, but dude, fuck it. We it's a good week. It's already been like a week since I've drank. So, you know, just wanted to.
But you're at least smoking, right?
Oh, I'm always smoking.
He's never smoked in his life. All right, here we go.
On top of that, all the blood tests done on the car and the articles inside came back negative.
What do you
How
want?
Angela?
What do you want me to show you, Taylor?
The G Money report.
Oh. I went to it.
Come on, Shab. That's true crime.
Hold on. I went to it. Taylor, hold on. I need to find it again.
Was able to keep blood from getting all over her car, especially provided that he was fighting her with the ice pick in his eye, is quite suspicious. But she seems to have a quite interesting and disturbing explanation for the absence of blood.
I look around for something, and in my goodie box, I find saran wrap.
My goodie box.
So you find some saran wrap.
Well, yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the best thing to keep the fluids out of my car. I wrapped his head.
What the fuck?
Completely around his entire head with the saran wrap? How'd you work your way around the pick? Was the pick still in his eye? Did you remove it from his eye?
No, I just pushed it through.
No.
You pushed it all, even the handle?
No. I made a hole in the saran wrap.
You made a hole in the saran wrap. So now his face
made a
is...
hole anyway.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So his head is saran wrapped, but in his left eye, there's the pick still sticking out of his eye.
Okay.
And do you see him back in the chair? I mean, right now I'm facing you. This is kind of as I'm imagining as he was at the end. So
I push him over and he's like slumped against the door.
So now I'm like this.
Well, no, he's more like that.
Like this.
Mm-hmm.
She then grabbed a shirt from the back of her car to place over Jimmy's head. After that, she proceeded to drive home with his lifeless body sitting up in the passenger seat, his head encased in plastic.
Okay. So you know his first and last name, right, Taylor? Just look it up here.
St. Mary's County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah. Put the link in the chat.
Wrap and an ice pick jutting out from where his left eye should be.
I parked it in the driveway, ran in the house, opened the garage with the light off, and then I opened his door.
Dude, G Money is such a little tiny fuckwad. Like he really surprises me how tiny he is. I didn't
There's
know.
no mug shot.
No, there is.
Oh, it's not showing it to me.
You fucking stupid. You fucking idiot. Oh, not showing it. I saw it yesterday.
I just sent you it, Dirt.
Oh, he got it. Okay.
You're man, Jimmy.
Yeah, I don't know why it's.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he looks like.
Oh, man. He looks like he knows he's fucked up.
Yeah. He needs something else. All right, back to the video. He's a dork.
You're already starting to fall out.
Yeah, because I'm like this. Kind of my legs are facing this
I
way.
put the pool down.
What pool?
It's a swimming pool.
You're describing like a
kiddie pool.
Okay. A blue kiddie pool, they said?
Yes.
Okay. And what'd you do with the kiddie pool?
I put it under him.
So, okay, so it's outside his door on the floor of the garage. Okay, so now you open the door, he's starting to fall. What happens?
I get it back in my side of the car, close my door, and push against the back, and
finish getting him out of the car.
Yeah, I kick him out, but push him out.
Okay.
With my legs, because that's the only strong part of my body.
Okay, you're doing good.
I feel like I'm. So,
you're just telling the truth.
Lock the garage and tell the kids to stay the hell out of the garage. The next day, I tell the kids to stay in their room, put the other pool down, and I put salt in the other pool.
Where'd you get the salt from?
I bought it.
Just for this?
I think so, I don't know.
There's a long pause before Angela responds with a selective memory statement. It's likely it already occurred to her that the detective can find out when she purchased the salt by simply checking receipts or security cameras, and she'd be right. This evidence would become a big point of contention at her trial after some shocking discoveries are made.
So you bought some pool salt.
You're a shocking discovery.
And you put it in one of the blue pools. What was the purpose of putting salt in the pool?
I don't know if I.
That's
See, I don't know anymore.
You're almost there. Come on, Angel.
Another selective memory statement
Come on,
and
Angela.
more face blocking. She may be afraid to discuss why she used the salt, as it speaks to the amount of thought put into her actions. She could be trying to avoid talking about what she did to the body, as it's generally an incriminating topic.
Did you grab a hacksaw?
Yeah.
And what did you do with the hacksaw?
Cut his fucking head off.
How'd you cut him up? Legs first? Arms first?
Yeah, and I laughed the whole
I
time.
started with the head.
Started with the head, and I laughed the whole fucking time. I wanted to say that, though.
I don't remember.
What's up, Rat Lord? Your name is not Shabisky, Rat Lord. Your name is Rat Lord. My name is Shabisky. God damn it. You fuck face. I told him off, right, Dirt?
You told that guy.
Yeah, that fucker. Alright.
The Lord of Rats.
Fucker.
Because you wanted to dispose of them?
Angela physically turns her body away from the detective, a clear visual communication that she wishes to close herself off from him and the question he's asking.
Like, can you act out the way
Surely
you
she recognizes that her actions at this point in the story are extremely out.
Yeah, you should like lay on the ground and be like, okay, act like I'm him. Where did you start? Here's a saw.
The norm, and don't exactly scream self-defense.
Remember earlier when you told me that you had put them in pots?
That was after they were in the pool.
So you took arms, legs, and head and put them in the other kiddie pool with the salt. And then you mentioned pots. What was the purpose of putting those things in pots?
To cook them down.
You were trying to cook them down to bone?
I don't know why.
Before this interview began, Angela agreed to show officers where she had disposed of evidence in Jimmy's remains. His silver flip phone was found directly next to the entrance sign of nearby Campbell Park. It was in a Ziploc bag which had been just barely covered in mulch. The SIM card and battery were missing. Angela admitted.
Very odd place to try to hide that. It's eventually going to get found there. That's a very horrible hiding place. You must have done really bad at hide and seek as a child. You would just like hide behind a pole where she's just poking out like on both sides. Like, yeah, you're a smart girl. But I'll just put the phone in a Ziploc bag. Then I'll put it right next to a sign. Not even buried at all. It'll just be right there and they'll never get found. She's so smart.
That over the last 2 weeks, she'd occasionally excavated Jimmy's cell phone and put the battery into it, just so it would ping off a cell tower and give some indication of his presence. This was to make it appear that Jimmy was still alive and checking his phone periodically, when, in reality, he'd been dead for days. His ID was found in West Cryle Park, also buried in a Ziploc bag behind a dog.
Did you know I've been dead for days?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm back now. Once again. Isn't that amazing, Drunken Crow?
I don't know what we're talking about. What?
Did Skabibi revive you?
Things happen, you know.
Directed you?
Yeah. Yeah, he resurrected me. And it was fun as hell.
Waste receptacle at the back of the park. She then took them to the active construction site where she discarded a hacksaw in a pile of scrap metal. However, when she led the detectives to the spot where the pile had been, it was no longer there. She also directed them to the site of State Road 415, where she pointed out a green and black tarp and a piece of carpet from her trunk. Next was Austin Cemetery, where Angela took police to several dozen black garbage bags dumped along and within a wood line. Detectives noted that a number of the bags looked newer than others, particularly the bags with the red drawstrings. When they opened these bags, they discovered all manner of horrible contents. Inside were human remains and
there was poop and pee and poop all up in the bags. That's disgusting.
Bones, a blanket wrapped inside of which was a box cutter, articles of men's clothing, empty bags of pool salt, and an empty bag of ice, among other things. The discarded clothing they found matched the description of what Jimmy was reportedly wearing when he was last seen leaving work. A few of these black bags were found much deeper in the woods, but they were ripped open and empty. Also found deep in the woods as well as on the ground around the bags were relatively fresh human bones, suggesting that scavenging animals got to the remains long before police did. They also found a pair of blue rubber gloves amidst the leaves in a small clearing.
You ever chewed on human bones? Dirt?
Can't say I've had the pleasure, no.
It's better than it sounds. Okay? I just gotta say that. Don't knock it till you try it. Okay? That's just what my message to the world.
It's better fresh.
Yeah, definitely better fresh. Okay, you don't want it left in trash bags like this. It's not. It's gonna get yucky. Want it nice and fresh.
A bag of the same blue gloves was later recovered from the trunk of Angela's car. Among the most haunting of their findings was a whole human foot. It had been severed cleanly about 4 inches up the leg and had been horribly disfigured by decay, predators, and the elements. That brings us to the last piece of evidence that detectives found in the woods of Austin Cemetery, the piece that would undoubtedly haunt them and everyone present to witness it in the courtroom for years to come.
What?
In a few of the crime scene photos, amidst the black garbage bags, lay a single large stock pot. The pot is tipped over on its side, revealing a sickening yellow and brown pool of coagulated human remains. What clearly used to be a thick liquid had hardened into a gelatinous mush that featured all shades of nauseating colors. Sticking out of the big pot, halfway submerged in the soupy remains, was a single large bone, similar in size and shape to a femur. Angela goes on to explain more, but...
See, there's people that do this kind of stuff for a living where they go and, like there's someone that turned that over and taking pictures and all that. And it would be a neat job if I, could stomach it. But, I've had issues, trying to clean my cat box or something like that where I start fucking gagging. If I tried to do this for a living, oh my god, I'd be throwing up in my suit all the time.
So what you're saying is I'm the only one that's hungry right now? I'm very hungry right now.
You want to eat some hot dogs or something while we watch this?
Sure. After that, yeah.
You're lying. You don't know that. Where'd Dirk go? You scared him.
God damn it. Dirk, come back.
Likely
scared.
Wait, no. Maybe he's getting the hot dogs.
Getting hot dogs for your pecker.
Realizing just how egregious it all is, suddenly stops.
What did you do with the head?
Where'd Dirk go?
What do you think she did with the head?
She ate it. I think she ate it. I think she chewed on the head.
Fed it to the kids?
She fed it to her chihuahua.
She doesn't have a chihuahua. She has 2 kids, though.
You don't know that. You don't know nothing.
Okay? I know everything. I'm an all-knowing being. I'm better than Gene.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Gene don't know
Did you
nothing.
try to boil? Did you try to boil it down? Did
He's asking her what she did with the head now, Dirt.
you try to?
Yes, sir.
The head.
What you're doing, Angel, is you're telling me the truth.
Yes, but I'm doing so without a lawyer.
You're doing so because you want to tell the truth.
Angela appears aware that talking without a lawyer present might hurt her case. This acknowledgement will actually make it more difficult for her to later claim that she shouldn't have been interviewed without representation, as she clearly recognized the risk, yet continued to talk without requesting a lawyer.
How did you do these things in the kitchen with the kids not knowing?
I made them stay in their room.
You told me before that you tried to put one of the extremities in the oven and that it went horribly wrong.
I put 2.
Dirt, would you be mad if I put one of your extremities in an oven?
Dude, you think she was trying? Do you think she tasted some of the meat? You think she got a little nibble?
Oh, of course.
She's
why would she try all these different kind of things?
Maybe. Well, I think she's freaking out and she doesn't know how to deal with it. And there might not be any sort of eating going on there. She might just be cooking it because she doesn't know how to deal with a bunch of decaying bodies and what to do with it, and she's freaking out mentally. I don't know. I could understand it, I think. But if you're like freaking out in that situation, you're mentally unstable and stuff.
Well, if I
maybe she
were
did
to
eat some.
If I were in her position, my first thought would be acid. I cut up the body, throw the limbs
that's part
in
of
acid.
that's part of the like me saying she's freaking out thing though. She's not thinking clearly. She's
I wouldn't cook them. My first thought wouldn't be like, oh, cook them to the bone. Because then, yeah, you have the bone and then you have the meat.
Man, you don't know.
Well, maybe I've thought too much about this.
What if I cook dirt? Okay. What if I spiked his drink and then I spiked his eyeballs and then I cooked him? Okay. Yeah.
Well,
you never thought about that before, did you?
No, you're missing out on the best part. The best part is the eyeballs.
Well, yeah, that's why I put the spikes through them to keep them nice and fresh. Once they're cooked, I just pull the spikes out, and it's like corn on the cob. I mean, not corn on the cob. No, it's like
a kebab.
It's like a kebab. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, corn on the kebab. All right, here we go.
Put them in the oven.
Were they legs or arms?
A foot.
A foot? 2 feet? A foot and what else?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Chunk.
What ended up happening? Smoke? Smell? Did the children come out from their room when they smelled this or noticed the smoke? Did the smoke alarm go off? What happened?
I don't have a smoke alarm.
Okay.
This is another example of stacking multiple questions on top of each other, and why it's not a good tactic. Notice that Angela only addresses one part of his question, completely ignoring the part about her children. In this situation, the suspect will often neglect to provide an answer for every part of the question, either because they lose track of the questions or they're being intentionally evasive.
I turned it off, and I opened up the back door.
Well, did the kids come out of the room?
No. Yes.
Both or just one or the other?
Yes, no.
I can't remember. It's like, what was that? What's that awful smell? I'm like, get outside. I ushered him straight out the front door.
It's unlikely that she truly doesn't remember whether one or both of her kids responded to the smell of the smoke. She may be hesitant to admit more details involving her children, as it would cast her and her parenting in a worse light. Most will be horrified to find out that Angela did it.
Like bitch has she's like cooking crack on the stove and then in the in the oven below she's got fucking bodies cooking Like, hold on, let me check the head I'm cooking and keep stirring the meth or whatever.
In fact, have her kids
crack
with her when she carried out her.
What do you think about this drunken crow? Do you think she was cooking crack while she was cooking the people? I agree, drunken crow. She was cooking crack while cooking butt crack.
Her devious plan, despite
Cooking
them having no
crack.
knowledge of the crime whatsoever, making them victims of her erratic decisions as well.
Why is there bags on the oven?
Because she's gangster like that, yeah. Got a problem with her baggy oven, yeah?
Yeah.
Hoping was going to happen by
That's
putting
so baggy.
the foot and this other body part in the oven.
I was going to try to cook it to ash. Or
Cook it, burn it to ash, cremate it. And when this didn't work, what did you do next?
I put in bags.
Okay. Did you try to boil any of it?
Okay, so that explains her whatever behind it. She's trying to cremate it. Which it don't work that way. Way higher temperature.
Body parts?
I don't think so.
Saying everything out loud
But still, makes sense that she thinks she might be able to do that.
is likely making it all sound more horrific and real to her now as she demonstrates signs of overwhelm. However, Angela hasn't displayed any sorrow for Jimmy's death,
She's
so
a
it's more
sicko.
likely that she's reacting to her anticipation of the punishment she could be facing. More than that, she surely recognizes that her actions are inhumane and will have the worst effect on what others think of her and her story.
What did you do with the children? Did they come back in and go to their rooms and then you continued where you left off? Or, I mean, you didn't want them to find out what was going on, obviously. So,
We stayed outside for quite a while talking to the police.
talking to the police. Okay. Did the police happen to come by, or were they there because of the smoke?
Dirt, your mom seems pretty nice.
Yeah, she's a nice lady.
What happened?
No, they were there looking for Jimmy.
Where's this, like... I don't know. You know what? Never mind. It's not funny as your mom. Let's pick someone else. Bill Hicks, your mom's awesome.
Oh. So that was...
Let's rewind a little bit and just forget my joke about Dirt. Let's change it to Bill Hicks.
pretty inopportune timing then. What happened with the police?
They didn't come inside that day.
Okay.
Your mom's psychotic, Bill Hicks.
If police had gone inside her house that day, it's unlikely that they would have been able to execute a proper search anyway. Following her confession, police were able to execute a search warrant on the...
Ooh, look at that fancy crime scene unit thing. That's interesting. It's got an air conditioning unit on the top, I believe, there, right? So it keeps it nice and cool. It's probably because they put literal evidence in there. And the evidence is actually like body parts and shit like that. So they gotta keep it cool. Which one? What? Bill Hicks? Oh, you got multiple moms? What? He was raised with 2 lesbo mommies? Dude, that's fucking hot, Bill Hicks.
home. After animal control removed an aggressive dog from the residence, officers stepped inside and were met with a jaw-dropping sight. Peeling walls, dirty and broken appliances, animal feces, stained clothes, and discarded...
Man, what's wrong with animal feces? Me and Dirt love animal feces. Okay?
papers covered nearly all areas of the residence. The home reportedly smelled rancid and looked as if it hadn't been cleaned in years.
It smelled bad. And didn't look good.
Which made it extremely difficult and hazardous to search through. Inside the garage, however, police recovered...
Whoa, there's some good art on the wall. I think that's what really matters here. Okay?
Paper towels with reddish-brown stains on them. Just outside, on the ground, was a 2-inch dull red stain that appeared to be blood. There was something else potentially troubling about Angela's house.
Is that wine? Or blood? I don't know. I don't know the difference.
Officers photographed an upside-down pentagram that had been scrawled on one of the front windows. The adjacent window pane brandished a drawing of the all-seeing eye.
That's
Generally
proof.
He's in the
depicted as an
Illuminati.
They did it. They did
eye
it.
inside of a triangle, also graffitied across.
What the fuck? Just Trip, dog. Well, I'm cool with that message.
Oh,
Wait.
it was Trip. Trip did it.
No, it's JS Rip. Probably what's his name? Jimmy S. Rip. And those are crosses.
I want to believe this has something to do with Jesus Christ taking a rip of weed. Something like that.
The outer garage
If only they put JC, all right, Rip right there.
door were crosses accompanied by Jimmy's initials and the acronym
Fuck you, Jimmy.
RIP, a cruel and ironic grave marker.
No, I'm kidding. Jimmy's the victim. I was kidding, guys. Not.
It wouldn't be long before the world would know the atrocities that took place inside Angela's discombobulated home.
What did you do with the remains?
I put them in bags. Put the bags on the side of my garage.
Were they heavy?
Very. And then I pulled my car in the garage.
Man, imagine this was your mommy, and you got up one day for school and you smelt burning meat. Like, Mommy, what's that about? And she's like, get the fuck to school.
Yeah.
And then later on, this is what you get to see on YouTube. Like, that's your crazy mommy cooking the neighbor. It was an accident.
It was an accident.
I was in such shock. I don't remember.
What did Matt think he was loading into the car?
A deer.
You're discombobulated, Scooby. Scooby, Drunken Crow was talking hella shit about you when you were gone. He just wouldn't shut up about how dumb you are and all sorts of stuff. It was crazy.
You gotta work on a Monday? Fuck you.
Yeah, Scooby. Fuckwad. Okay, you owe me tips. Okay? Damn it.
I told him I hit a deer.
You mentioned something to me before about a wheelbarrow. How does that come into play?
Put stuff in there.
Before it was in bags? So you took things from the kiddie pool with salt and put it into the wheelbarrow.
I asked for a lawyer like a long time ago.
I know you did. And I asked you if you understood your rights, and you said that you wished to speak with me without the attorney. Do you still wish to talk to me? I want to continue to talk to you. But do you want to continue to talk to me without a lawyer? Yes or no?
Wisely, the investigator pauses the interrogation to establish whether or not Angela is making a request for legal counsel. Seeking clarification is generally the best approach.
I'm now looking at the picture of G Money. It loaded.
God.
Wanna.
Greg G Money.
Let me show it on the screen. Look out.
I wonder who True Crime, dude.
Look at this. Look at this fucking handsome stud of a man that I'm putting on the screen here. Girls, calm down. I think he's married or something. Okay? Calm down, okay? Fucking... I know your panties are wetter than shit already.
Damn, dude. Who found this? How did we find out about this?
Someone just came into my stream and said it. I don't even know, man.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is what you call an alpha right here. Alpha male.
His facial hair looks familiar, doesn't it, Shabisky?
I look handsome, Timmy. He looks like me if I smoked 10 pounds of meth. Okay? And grew a tiny
Dude,
wiener.
You're right. You know, he looks more like Skinny Pete than you do.
I'd like to know how much he weighs. Because I think he weighs like 120 pounds kind of thing or something.
Probably soaking wet, maybe.
Yeah.
I would say like 90, 98.
Isn't he younger than me too? His hair is really leading. Hairline.
I would have expected Cobes to be in prison before G Money.
I'm the same age as him.
He said it's Roger from American Dad.
Who the fuck said that?
Young Mind. That's pretty funny. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
There actually is a resemblance.
Yeah, I see it. I don't know what it is exactly, but I see it.
What the fuck?
He's Roger from American Dad. Oh my god. I'm just gonna
Roger
say
is the alien, right?
one last thing about him is like, is it me or does he have like the weirdest shape of a head? You look at the outline of his head and think of the shape of it right there. Is that not a really weird shape for a head?
Yeah, Skeppy is right. He has a long neck.
It's like it was one person's face and all of a sudden mid face being created, it just puffed out this way and
he's the white Megamind.
I'm sorry. If you don't know, we're talking about a PDF file piece of shit, so it's fine. He's a PDF file.
Approach in an interrogation, even though current federal case law doesn't mandate police to do this. When dealing in matters this fragile, it's always better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Cooperated completely.
You have. Nobody says that you haven't.
What am I
Yeah,
being charged
bitch.
with?
Not being charged with anything at this point. I'm just trying to understand the story.
What am I going to be charged with?
Well, that I can't tell you because I don't know. I don't know the rest of the story.
Such a change of heart at this point seems rather abrupt. She seems unwilling to continue the interview, which is odd seeing as she's practically reached the end of the story and already admitted to all criminal culpability. Her slouched posture and positioning of her face and her hand are nonverbal indicators that typically communicate shame or protecting oneself due to fear.
I'd like to continue the conversation.
You know I haven't slept for like so long.
You know I haven't done slept it.
Sleep deprivation can cause all
Sleep
sorts
deprivation.
But I haven't deprived you of sleep.
Whatever. You know that could
I've
be
fed
like
you.
bad for ye.
I've given you breaks when you wanted breaks.
May I have a cigarette now?
You think her dad and her mom were also cousin brothers?
Yeah, she got a dunkle.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Fuck you, okay? My grandpa and grandma related, my mom and pa were, and I'm gonna fuck my brother, so fuck you, okay? God damn it. It's a family tradition to fuck my family, okay?
What?
May I have a
My
cigarette now?
God-given right.
Would you like to take a break and have a cigarette?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I like that.
The way she pulled her hair in front of her face.
Oh, yeah, that's like The Ring or something right here. But
Yeah.
no, I like it's family tradition to fuck my family. I like
You like
that.
that?
I like
like
that. I like things I say. I say some cool stuff, guys. You need to pay attention, guys.
You should tweet that one out.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Hold on.
He's gonna tweet it out. Well, I hope everyone's doing fucking wonderfully. Good night. I hope your mom never killed anybody and tried to cook them in your kitchen. Yeah. Especially you, Crow.
Oh, my mom always kills people and cook them in the kitchen.
God damn it.
We used to make hot dogs out of them.
Oh, man. Homemade sausage casings.
Yeah.
From their intestines. Jesus Christ.
We use every part of the body around here.
Oh, my God. Timmy's on that Eskimo shit.
Nothing goes to waste.
Goddamn.
Oh fuck, who was it? Ed Gein. He had like lampshades of like human skin and like wallets and shit like that made out of human skin and like nipples on like lampshades.
Oh,
And
my
shit like
ball
that.
sack made into a little coin purse. You know what I'm saying? You could hold a decent bit of coins. Okay.
It's all your ball sack is already a little coin purse.
I don't like this guy. Okay.
You can fit like 2 nickels in there.
I don't like this guy. Beat him up, guys. Get him, Timmy. Get him. Sick him. All right. Let's go back to...
I can see that in the future. We replace our testicles with some kind of storage devices.
Yeah, like a battery charger. Like, oh
Yeah.
shit, my phone died. I'll just use my balls. Okay. Okay, back to...
Say again?
Oh shit, I don't have a fucking USB cord for my balls. Fuck! My phone's gonna die.
You need a lawyer? Okay.
Angela has now given an unequivocal request for an attorney, meaning the questioning must immediately cease. It does, and she's escorted back to where she was being held.
Oh no.
Despite the police's best search efforts, neither a head or a torso were ever found. What was gathered was DNA tested and confirmed to be the remains of Jimmy Schaefer. 2 days later, on April 23rd, Angela was arrested and charged with Jimmy's murder. With her in police custody once more, Pagliari visited Angela for one final attempt at filling in some blanks.
There are no tricks here. There are just some things that physical evidence suggests to me, and there's some things that you said that don't fit what the physical evidence says.
Yeah, bitch.
We can't talk about elements of the case right now because you have invoked your right to an attorney.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You gotta invoke your right to an attorney, silly. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me get another beer. I didn't get one.
What the fuck
did you do?
I thought that's what you were doing.
I was looking around for stuff.
You I never forgot.
Shut up! You forgot. Okay.
All that marijuana use is affecting his memory.
Short-term memory burnt out.
What the fuck?
He knocked over the bottle tower.
Also, Skeppy, yeah, they might prefer Inuit now, but they don't have electricity, so I don't think they can complain.
Yes, they do.
What
is Eskimo an outdated term? Did I do a racism? Sorry, guys, I'm not.
Eskimo is just a fetish. I'm pretty sure. I'll make a seahorn out of your shin. I'll make a lampshade of durable skin. Wow, that's cute, Scooby.
I apologize to the Inuit people.
Yeah, I apologize to you ice chuckers.
Oh my fucking God,
I'm kidding.
You talk about it.
That was...
You know, I don't know if this right now is the right time to talk.
You know
about
what?
Scooby, that was good, right? What?
Do you know how the Inuit get high?
They don't. I don't know. They snort fucking fish eyes or something. What do they do?
It's illegal to do. I don't know if it's illegal actually. It's huffing gasoline. That's what they used to do.
Oh, they do the poo and pee thing, whatever that's called.
Jankum.
Yeah, the Jankums. It's always good. No matter where you live, Jankum. And where they live, the Jankums stay fresher way longer.
I thought that racist shit was like my deal. Shabisky's trying to fucking steal my stick.
Skabibi liked my joke. He liked it, okay? Ice chuckers.
Oh my god.
It's funny.
I'm not going to jeopardize the case. I'm not going to jeopardize your rights. I mean,
I've already been way too stupid. I should have been right from the beginning.
The detective's concern of jeopardizing the case is correct at this point, as further interrogation could lead to inadmissible statements at the very least. Angela made it clear this time around that she had no intention of indulging the detective in any more talk of the case.
Yeah, bitch.
Angela pleaded not guilty on the grounds of self-defense, and a year and a half later she stood trial, and it was there that even more disturbing details about Jimmy's fate finally emerged. Angela's defense team based their argument on Florida's stand your ground laws, which state that an individual has the right to use deadly force to protect themselves from an attacker. Given that Jimmy supposedly threatened to end her life and attempted to physically attack her, she was within her rights to kill him. However, Angela's credibility quickly evaporated, partly because she suddenly decided to change her story on the stand. During her testimony, Angela contended that she only stabbed Jimmy in one eye, not both. She claimed that the ice pick was still in his right eye when she got home, and that she didn't remember stabbing him a second time in the left eye. However, in the confession footage, which was also shown to the jury, Angela is the one that discloses to the detective, unprovoked, that she stabbed Jimmy in the other eye, and confirms that she did it after she strangled him in order to make sure he was dead. Things only worsened for Angela when the prosecution presented a more believable theory. They suggested that Angela was furious with Jimmy for his poor money management skills and how he constantly took advantage of her. They even insinuated that because of how she covered her tracks, the murder could have been motivated purely by greed, the desire to have Jimmy's Social Security checks all to herself. Police were able to secure surveillance camera footage from Walmart where Angela...
Florida's spread your legs law. Yep, that's what we just saw there. The Florida spread your legs law. That's why I want to become an officer. That's why G Money wanted to become an officer in Florida so bad.
was seen shopping with her 17-year-old son and 14-year-old daughter around 3 a.m. on April 4th. She purchased spray bottles, OxyClean, hacksaw blades, and 2 40-pound bags of pool salt. The following day, she was caught on film at Walmart again with her daughter, buying concrete cleaning solution and ammonia. The most incriminating of all, though, was that the plastic wrap and the blue gloves were purchased from Walmart just a few hours before the murder, while the ice pick was purchased sometime before that. During one of these trips to Walmart, Angela had Jimmy's phone and was texting her own phone as well as Jimmy's concerned family members, staging the text messages that Angela would later show police.
Shut up, Dirt.
You shut up.
Talking so much. God
So,
damn it.
what actually happened the night Jimmy died? The prosecution proposed this
Jimmy
theory.
died.
Angela, along with her 2 kids, picked Jimmy up from work at 3 a.m. on April 3rd. It's possible that Angela's
3 a.m.
17-year-old son's voice is the masculine
Wait, the kids came along to pick him up at 3 a.m.?
voice that the mechanic heard beckoning Jimmy to the car. Angela drove Jimmy to her house where they shared a few drinks, as they occasionally did. What Jimmy didn't know was that Angela had spiked his drink with copious amounts of Flexeril, a muscle relaxant. The drug belonged to her sick father, so she knew that the side effects of Flexeril included drowsiness and dizziness. They finished up their drinks and she helped Jimmy into the car. She then drove him to Austin Cemetery and parked in a concealed area next to a tree. By the time they got there, Jimmy was incapacitated from the Flexeril. This way, Angela was able to easily stab him and strangle him to death. This sequence of events was corroborated by Angela's daughter, who was 14 years old at the time of the murder. Angela had actually confided in her own child that she drugged and murdered their neighbor after they'd picked him up from work that night. Given that proof of premeditation was now present, her charge was bumped up to first-degree murder, in addition to 1 count of tampering with evidence and 1 count of mutilating a dead body. It definitely didn't help her case when investigators located a folder on her computer titled Yummy Gore that consisted of images of mutilated bodies and body parts. Also, quite damning.
That insinuates that she did take a bite or two of the body parts.
Oh my God.
No, it doesn't. Well, okay, the yummy part. Can it means it's possible, more possible. But oh man, like I've seen plenty of crazy stuff on the internet that I didn't want to see before. And there's some people that like hang out and want to watch those kind of things. I used to be friends with Brian, and I remember him sending me random shit I didn't want to see like that. And out of interest, at some point, I've seen some stuff like that, like car crash pictures or whatever. Like some sort of gory stuff. But it's like, oh man, like, I don't want to see that kind of stuff.
But would you describe those videos as yummy whatever?
I would if I really liked it, but that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not the opposite of it, where like I'm very much bothered by it. I don't want to. I'd rather ignore the fact that we could just be ripped open and blood go everywhere and stuff. I don't need to think about that on a normal basis. You know, it sucks and it's crazy, the world and the horrible things that exist within it. But I don't need to see those things. I don't need a magnifying glass on those things so I can disturb my day every day. Because that's what it would be. I would just be disturbing my day. I guess at some point I would get used to it, but it's for a while it's gonna just disturb my days every single time. Like I remember Brian sent me a video and it disturbed me so much for the rest of the day. And it wasn't even of a person, it was of an animal thing. It was of a rodeo where there was like a horse running around, and I think the bull accidentally got out of its pen. Have you seen this?
I know that video. So it was a bull riding event, and the rider got bucked off, and of course, I rodeoed as a kid, so there was always at least 2 people on a horse. It's for saddle bronc riders, and so like when saddle bronc riders finish or get bucked off, they pick them up and they ride on the back of the people that pick them up. And yeah, there was a bull during the bull riding event that gored a horse, and
it stabbed the horse in the side with its horn, and then the horse started just running around in a circle because the rodeo arena, whatever you'd call it, is round. It was just running around it, and it happened. The blood was squirting out of it like a fucking like a hose. and it happened to be running where the side was where the audience was at. So it was just running around spraying the audience with blood. And it just did that, ran in circles, spraying the audience with blood until it got tired and gave up and fell over and died. And it's like, yeah, shit like that happens all the fucking time. Disgusting, horrible shit like that. I don't need to look at it. I don't need to watch it. I don't need to experience it. If I happen to accidentally experience it, then that sucks. But it's so crazy that some people want to like take a magnifying glass and look at that shit all day. Like I can get, like at some point when I was a kid, I looked at some of this shit and it makes sense because you gotta be curious and so forth. But it's like, oh, at some point it's just like, yeah, I don't need to see any more of this. I get it. Guts and blood. Yeah, I don't look at the kitty. Yeah, see, that's cooler. That's what we need more of. We don't need guts and blood. We need the cat trying to live in his hair or something. I don't know what the cat was doing there.
She's rubbing on my face, dude. She wants kisses.
Oh. Yeah, that was actually, man, this cat, you need to keep her, huh?
Yeah, this is my cat.
The other ones, fuck them, but her.
That's Minnie Mouse, dude.
Yeah.
She's tiny. She's a runt. She ain't got no tail. She's a bobtail.
Gotta put her to sleep.
You want to speak to the people, Meow?
But yeah, oh, did you see that too, young man? Yeah, it just kept running. It was crazy, and I remember that sickened, like that made me sick for the rest of the day. The rest of the day, I felt just like, I don't know how to explain it. Just in my stomach, I felt uncomfortable and so forth for just like the rest of the day. It messed up my day. It's like, I don't need any of that.
Is that why you stopped playing Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
No.
It was too gory for you?
No, that doesn't bother me. Seeing video games with it doesn't bother me at all, but seeing the real thing, I don't need to see that. Like, look at the kitty. Okay, let's continue this.
And not to mention stomach turning was Angela's court testimony that in order to fit Jimmy's head in the pot for boiling, she had to remove the ice pick from his eye. Not surprisingly, her stand your ground argument was rejected by the judge. Angela's goose was, for all intents,
she stood her ground and cut him up and cooked him. Hey, that's not okay? You can't stand your ground and cut him up and cook him? That's not part of the law?
And purposes, cooked. On December 5th, 2014, Angela Stoldt was found guilty of all charges. But there was still one question remaining. Why did she cook him? The only explanation Angela gave for why she cooked Jimmy was that her history of paranoid and delusional thinking led her to believe that she'd be taken away from her kids if anyone found out, so the evidence of her crime had to be dissolved. It should be noted that, according to analysis from a qualified team, Angela showed no evidence of delusional thinking, unreasonable paranoia, or psychosis of any kind during either of the interviews. She was attentive to all the questions, and though she was guarded and clearly burdened by the situation, she communicated coherently and recalled details of the crime very clearly. Angela was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, followed by 15 years and 5 years for the mutilation and tampering charges, respectively. But it doesn't end there. Angela is still adamant of her innocence. She's created a website by proxy where she claims that James Schaefer was trying to kill her and that she defended herself against him, which resulted in his death. She also claims that she temporarily lost her mind following in the murder, and that Volusia County Police and Florida prosecutors twisted facts. Since most of what she knows of the Miranda Act, quote, came from television programs where after a suspect requested an attorney and the next scene an attorney appeared, she maintains that she wasn't properly equipped to handle the situation she found herself in. Angela is in the Lowell Correctional Institution in Ocala, Florida. We reached out to Angela in order to get her side of the story, and though she
We reached out to Angela and she bit our finger off.
Initially agreed to an interview, she later changed her mind. Still, she agreed to speak to us through email and answer some of our questions. This first email was just the beginning of some interesting correspondence. Angela told us that prior to the incident with Jimmy, she'd been in 2 abusive relationships, stating, "I was diagnosed with PTSD, anxiety disorder, and severe depression. My kids were my life, and for them I was able to put the..."
I bet they were the abusive ones in the relationship. What do you think, Dirt? Do you think they were the abusive ones in the relationship?
What the fuck, dude?
She claimed that she was in past abusive relationships, and she's someone who just did all this crazy shit and
I
stuff.
don't doubt it. I
It's
mean,
like,
I don't know, dude.
Maybe.
She looks like she's been through some shit.
Maybe, but also, like, I don't know. The thing is like, I think when, like, people who aren't mentally stable will treat their other half like shit, and then when, like, she's a victim, dude. Like, when then they get treated wrong back, when they get yelled at back or whatever, they're a victim, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think it's a much less mentally toxic person that experiences that, and I wouldn't be surprised Mrs. Boiling fucking people's heads is like that, you know.
Abuse behind me and try to give
Saying something, Dirt.
them a peaceful life.
Better not. Okay, show the kitty up close. Up close, personal kitty.
She literally just popped off my lap.
Put her down. Put her
counseling
down.
when she first arrived in prison, Angela stated that she did not. She said, "I was put on so many psychotropic drugs that I almost blew all my appeal deadlines. I wasn't able to fully participate in my defense or comprehend everything that was happening until it was too late." This very well may have been the case, but it's important to note that Angela appears to be emphasizing that she's a victim and is very self-focused, something we saw even more so in her later letter. The investigators, knowing I was often delusional, continued to coerce me to talk to them. I believed I was cooperating, but I right literally hung myself. Life now? Hell. I'm locked away from my kids. I wasn't there to finish my most important job in life, and my children suffered for it most of all. When I was taken away from them, they
No, they probably didn't. I mean, like, they're probably better off without you. I'm sorry.
emotionally and
Look at the kitty, damn, she's small. Yeah, I had a weird kitten dream where at first I had the kittens like tiny, and then they were like a little smaller than that one or something, and I'm like, wow, look how they changed. It just goes, it's interesting how the brain works, because I took like all the little kittens and their designs, and in my dream they all progress to these older, like they progress from like just born a couple days ago to like 2 or 3 weeks old kind of thing. It's like, oh, look at their designs now, or look at how they look now. And yeah, kitties are amazing.
Yeah, dude.
academically froze.
Shab
For
loves
years,
pussy.
they
I
still
love pussy.
haven't completely healed. Following this email, Angela agreed to write us a letter detailing more about her relationship with Jimmy and what she now claims really happened that night. I was never afraid of Jimmy before that night. I was aware of his past arrest for assault, but he'd never shown me that side of himself. If he had, I wouldn't have put myself in such a vulnerable situation. Because I was his SS payee, we had a joint banking account that only I was supposed to have access to, but he kept finding a way to withdraw from it despite me changing the card, account number, or passcode several times. He came to me for help. I called SS and they wanted proof that he had authorization to work, which I had, and a bank statement showing that I was properly handling his money by paying his bills. That was a problem. I knew he was not going to like this and there was going to be an argument from him, So I drove him to my favorite haunt, Austin Cemetery. I told him we need to talk and went on to remind him that he'd made a complete mess out of the account, and in order to make it right, I had to call the bank and get CCA canceled. I can't remember it all, but he was screaming that he'd f***ing kill me. It was his f***ing money. Then he started me. We struggled. I tried to get away, but he was too strong.
That arm.
This arm, right arm.
But he put on my shoulder, and he started like putting his thumb.
Oh, I'm such a dickhead. I start laughing during the worst parts. Notice that? I'm just like, started choking me, and I'm just like, I don't know why. Am I retarded? What?
I might be, because I don't know if I missed this earlier, if it was stated before I tuned in, or if it just went over my head because I'm fucking stoned.
You're stoned.
Or I'm just retarded.
You're retarded.
She definitely tried to kill this guy for the Social Security money. Like she was gonna try to like kill him and keep that money for herself.
I don't know.
She was the trustee. Like she was the one in charge of his Social Security payments.
Yeah, but
So
why?
she was just gonna try to kill him and keep cashing that shit in.
She's not gonna continue to receive Social Security checks.
Well, she didn't think that one through. I don't think. I thought maybe she no
I don't
one
know.
would go looking for
I don't.
her.
Dude, to be honest, I don't know. Maybe I'm not paying enough attention, but this idea that he was just leeching off of her, and she tried to play a trick on him, like "fuck you," how do you like being lied to? And he was I don't know. I'm kind of buying. I'm buying into that. I don't know. It kind of seems like maybe she did kill him and didn't know how to react to it. When you get in that situation, and I don't know, maybe I'm not paying enough attention because I'm drinking and stuff, but I'm kind of buying into the idea that it was an accidental like self-defense kill, and she didn't know how to fucking react to it. And you know, think of yourself in that moment where you accidentally kill someone and you have children.
In that
and you're
reflex moment, I would definitely be totally prepared with the saran wrap in my goodie box.
Oh, never mind. You're right. She did. She was. Well, I don't know. I didn't pay attention to all of it. I don't know. I was drinking.
I think she had a plan, but it wasn't fully thought out.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I'm not paying enough attention to really judge this.
I boiled the guy's head because I had anxiety. Yeah.
Went to your shoulder, like your pressure point right here? Okay.
He greatly overpowered me. He was still screaming, spit flying. I started seeing stars, flashes of light. I knew from past experience that I was about to go or die when he shouted that he was going to go to my house, kill my kids, and get his paperwork and the bank card, which he knew was in my bedside table drawer. The threat of killing my kids pulled me back from the brink and gave me the strength to fight for my life so I could save theirs. My hands weren't strong enough, so I reached behind my seat.
So she has a delusion that he'll go back to her house and do that. Then kill her kids, so they gave me the strength.
A box containing camping gear that we were collecting for our upcoming camping trip, and grabbed the first thing I touched, which I thought was a screwdriver, but turned out to be an ice pick, for fishing, quick, humane kill, and hold for hook removal, and threatened him with it by putting it in his line of sight.
This hand was coming towards my face.
And I still got this hand over here like this, right?
And I went like that with it.
Okay, so I was coming at you, or Jimmy was coming at you.
Yes.
I got you like this, and I'm moving towards you, and you took the pick and stuck it in my right eye?
Yes, sir.
He didn't let go. He was enraged. I was terrified. I stabbed him in the eye. There's obviously more to this story. She's got that right. For now, however, this is where our correspondence ended.
Damn, that was a gangster way to end the video. What?
Is it just me, or like I've never heard of anyone using an ice pick to, like chop ice, but they always use an ice pick to kill someone. This is like every single time, ice pick. Oh, murder.
Because you don't look into ice picking stuff enough, you fuckwad. Don't you care about that stuff?
Oh yeah, picking ice. Yeah, I fucking love picking ice.
Exactly my point. Okay?
Why do people even use ice picks other than to kill people?
To pick ice. What the fuck,
I don't
Timmy?
think so.
Well, dude just said apparently it's used to like kill a fish when you're fishing. Just stab it in the eye and kill a fish. But she killed a human.
Well, you can't use an ice pick to, cut your fishing line because an ice pick has a sharp point. It doesn't have a blade.
You don't know that. You're not a scientist.
No, but I've gone fishing a whole fuckload of times in my day.
I've caught one fish in my life, and I know better than you. Okay? Tell him, Dirt.
Dude, have you really caught one fish in your whole life?
It was a salmon. Salmon.
It was a salamander.
And it was 12 inches long, it was.
Dude, the only time I ever caught a fish, I've also only ever caught one fish in my life. I was probably like 6, 7 years old, and I cast the fucking line into the water, reeled it in, and immediately reeled in a fish. Like the very first time I threw fucking line to water, reeled in, it was a little carp, just a little kind of thing. I'm like, holy shit,
bitch.
Wow. I was like, damn, this fishing shit is easy, bro. You just throw it in and you reel it. I've never caught another fish in my life.
Man,
Are you guys fucking kidding me? Fucking fishing is fun. You get drunk.
No, I mean, dude, I've tried. The only thing I ever fucking caught was a buzz, dude.
Exactly. If you don't catch anything, at least you catch a buzz.
That's a good BB. I think we should do a meetup where we all go fishing and catch fish. And even if you don't catch a fish, I'll take a fish and put it at the end of your hook, and we can act like you caught something. Like, whoa!
I'll bring an ice pick.
Yeah, I'll bring an ice pick for each one of your eyes. It'll be amazing, guys.
Oh my god.
It'll be amazing. How come we haven't gotten a bunch of tips this stream? There should have been at least $500 in tips this stream.
People hate high crimes. That's why they got us.
I'm never gonna do a high crimes again.
I thought we were transitioning to the spooky, scary.
We could.
Skeleton stream.
You want me to transition?
Yeah.
You think I'd be a good girl?
Yeah, put on a wig and makeup. Kiss me.
You think I'd be a sexy biscuit? Sexy biscuit girl? Scooby, tell everybody to come through with last minute tips. I demand last minute tips.
It's like the sign says, tip now.
Tip now says, yeah, nobody's even listening to Jack. What are you guys, like, racist? Against cats or something? Fuck you. Bisky, yeah. Jack looks so cute there. Doesn't he? He looks so cute. He's all shiny. Got his big eyeballs.
Did you watch that one with that kid in the green shirt? Right there, second from the second row, first.
Oh. No, that's one of the new ones. I haven't seen that one yet. Not yet. What? What?
Yeah, I watched like the first 30 minutes of that, and I was like, Shad might watch this one, so I stopped.
Yeah, you all should wait until episodes. We all watch it together. It makes it cute. Yeah. Yeah, Scooby, Jack eating spaghetti and destroying the world and stuff. It's awesome. Did you see that? Sir? Jack's destroying
Dirt made that one.
Destroying the earth.
What?
I made Jack destroying the earth, dude.
Oh, whatever. Shut up.
Well,
Hey, She Bisky coming through with a $10 tip. Thank you, She Bisky. Thank you. She Bisky.
What a kind lady.
What a
If you
kind
had
individual.
If you had tits, you would make so much money.
If who?
You.
Yeah, well, if you had tits, maybe I'd suck him.
No, you wouldn't.
Okay? Shut up. I'll do what I want. All right.
I'd stab you with a ice
Okay,
pick.
calm down. Calm down, sir. Okay? Cheers, you guys.
Sorry, I just thought about my kids and like the strength came over me.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Ooh, I like that. I like Timmy sometimes. He says cool things sometimes. Right, Scooby? Scooby agrees. Fuck whatever he has to say. He agrees. Okay. Alright. I guess I'm gonna end this stream, and I could maybe, possibly, come back with a spooky, scary Ghosts Exist stream on the main channel. That'd be crazy.
Did you not get my $10 donation?
Yeah, I did. I thank you, baby. I didn't know who it was, baby boo. Thank you, Drunken Crow. I thought it might be you, but I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Okay?
I knew it. You're not a scientist.
I mean,
I'm flipping that.
I am, but I'm not just a scientist, is what I meant to say. Okay, I'm more than just that. I'm a genius, okay, as well. Quite frankly, bitch.
What would you have done differently to murder Jimmy?
Lots of things. That dumb bitch didn't know shit about murdering Jimmy.
She was so close to a lake. She could have dropped the body part into the lake, and like that would have got rid of evidence, like fingerprints and shit.
You know what she could have done is not, unexisted herself, so the world was way better. But, that's just crazy. Shut up. All right, I'm going to end this stream. Thank you guys for the support on the stream, and I